Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not right.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcos. Let me look at you. They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit her with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still in the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a smell, man. No proof, I'm a lie about a motor. No proof, like I always wanted him. I never hated him. I never traded him. Independent, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side floor. Just get large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever and cute as can be. You can watch us on YouTube with view for free. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Morning, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on a Tuesday. Hello, Leroy.
What's happening?
How are you, man?
I'm still loving the stories for your trip. Because you know what? I picture myself in that situation, right? And I picture my wife, taking her little towel and folding it over.
Yeah.
And then I'm just staring at her. I'm like, this is what we doing?
Right. It was anytime you go to a place and they're like set menu, you're like, oh boy.
I hate you know what? I like going to weddings and stuff when they ask you chicken or steak. Because I don't like events where the food is almost already prepared.
Right.
When you sit down and they're just waiting for everybody to sit down so they can bring it out because it's not as fresh as you would normally, have it. So I always worry about those things. Your story. I would have lost my mind.
It was terrible. It was the only thing that was terrible though, because like most part, this resort that I went to, this Ashkrat, however you pronounce it, it was amazing. Like, the whole place was amazing, looked amazing. It was all inclusive. The buffet there was incredible. They got a person there customly making tacos all the time. Delicious. I mean, they just it was fantastic. But then. Then we went one night to the hibachi. The hibachi guy gave us more steak than we could handle. It was amazing. Amazing. Yeah,
I love me good. Every one of these all exclusive inclusive resorts have
to have a hibachi.
Have a hibachi.
This guy, I got to tell, he was the Magic Johnson of hibachi. He was incredible. He had magic tricks. He could do the spinny whirly thing. He could do the spinny whirly thing. Like, most of these, most of these Benihana or Saitos, they got a routine. They got 3 tricks. This guy's worked on his craft. He could do the spin
so
between
he had
fingers,
OTAs
flip. Yeah, he could do the fake yo-yo pass with the fork. I was like, whoa, I got a little close. But he's got extra fire and pyrotechnics. He was impressive. So good morning, Brittany, by the way.
Good morning.
But the last day, I'm always like, I want to go to the dinner and the show. I'm like, oh, okay. Everything else has been delicious here. Sounds great. And they're like, set menu. I was like, all right. They're going to bring, some beef and
they mix it up when they say 7-course meal.
Right. They give you like this whole thing, which is basically just they make a salad with a bridge, but it's very small. And then like every appetizer is like two bites. Like they put this whole thing. They're like, you get these like little potato ball things, but they're in a basket of sunflower seeds. And I'm like, do we eat the seeds? They're like, don't eat the seeds. Those are decorative. And I'm like, all right, so you're just making filler.
I can picture you right now. You just want to eat stuff. And like, no, don't eat the seeds.
Yeah, don't eat the seeds. And so it was, so then we get to the main course and it's like this fish, which I like fish, but this fish was so small. It was like, it was like, the size of like a $50.
It was like a scallop.
But they think that they're doing something to you because they got 9 sauces, like a little, blah, here's a little yellow here and a little green here. And I'm just like, and dude, every person must have felt the same way because we're listening here. We listened to all the music. It was a nice show. It was fine. But I'm just thinking to myself, man, we could really go for some of those tacos. That place is open late. And dude, the line afterwards, I had been to this place probably 6-7 times. It was the most popular place on the resort. And I go, the line after this was just everybody leaving this dinner show because they were so unsatisfied with how little food they gave you at the dinner. I'm like, why did they go cheapskies on the dinner and the show? I didn't get it. But anyway, it was a great time. Great time. Anyway, the headlines are brought to you by Doral Hyundai. In Miami, we go to the beach for a little solcito. Doral Hyundai. I messed up. I apologize.
No, you went anyhow.
It's a big word for me, dog.
Headlines are brought to you by Doral Hyundai. In Miami, we go to the beach for a little solcito. And when we want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Hyundai. The San Antonio Spurs beat the New York Knicks 115-111 at the Mecca, bro. The fakest home court advantage there is in all the land. You could bring all the celebrities. You could bring Fokker. You could bring, Jay-Z. You could bring everybody out there. But it's just a tourist trap. That's all it is, dude. Nobody's intimidated playing there.
I honestly think it's harder for actual fans to get in the building. It's so expensive.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Of course. Everybody's like, oh, what's the buy-in? Oh, $5,000. Will I have to be an influencer to get in there?
Right.
To go sit in the nosebleeds? No thanks. No thanks.
How much do you think those floor seats cost?
Oh, I think they said they sold one yesterday for $1 million for a pair.
Really?
Yeah, I saw that yesterday. They sold one for $500,000. And if you don't have, and a lot of these people, if you don't have connections, it's like you can't even get in the game for this stuff. But the Knicks lose yesterday, 115-111. They're whining about the calls. Oh, we didn't get any calls. Oh, well, that's tough. Hey, you guys are up 2-0, now 2-1. You know what that makes? You know what that makes tomorrow? Don't lose.
Hey, we are familiar with this.
Mm-hmm.
We saw the Heat do it.
We did see the Heat do it. It did not go. Home loss, and then put it together. Then you had the 3 straight at home.
Right.
This no team has ever gone down 0-2, losing both road games and have come back. But people have come back from 0-2 before. It has been done.
Listen, and I would say what makes this an exception to the rule is the Spurs don't have any scar tissue. So they don't know no better.
Mm-mm.
They don't know like you see the way they play like that. They didn't play like a team that was worried that they were down 0-2.
No.
And I'm not saying they're gonna win.
And had to deal, by the way, with the Knicks, taking the first punch because they got off to a good start. Knicks score 42 in the second quarter, go into halftime with the lead, and they still come back. Show some guts from the young team.
The young team, right. I would say Cat returned.
Yeah.
But he got in a little foul trouble. So
that's what he does.
Right.
He loves getting the reachy reaches in there.
But then let's think of it this way. OG took over.
OG had a great game.
So if you get a good game out of him or Cat, right, then you're doing okay. The biggest change of the game is, and I was trying to explain to the knuckleheads who were talking about the Knicks played so bad. And I say this in sports all the time. Sometimes when you play poorly, the other team had something to do with it.
Right.
And so what we found out yesterday was they only really have one ball handler, and that's Jalen Brunson. Because if you go 94 feet and guard them 94 feet, the other guys can't handle the ball. So now Jalen Brunson has the ball for 94 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the time he gets across the half court, mid-court, they got 15 seconds left, and he's playing iso ball. So one of the things that the Knicks did so well was share the ball.
Yeah.
Everybody ate.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that now.
Run a lot of it through Towns
right.
early on.
But you don't have time for that. So who else is going to handle the ball? And I think that is the question going into Game 4.
It is. It's a huge one. But if they lose that game, now all this, look, it's
are you entertaining yourself over there? You're like looking, smiling. I'm like,
Brittany said hi.
oh, okay.
I was just waiting.
All right. All right. I didn't. Well, we can't. We didn't. Okay.
They're in their own the
Yeah.
own little world right
Sorry,
now.
I was trying to restart my computer. It
I was trying to.
kinda
We were trying to
crazy.
troubleshoot. Oh my gosh, can I speak? We were trying to troubleshoot.
Big word for me, dog.
Troubleshoot her computer,
Oh, he's back.
and it finally worked.
We didn't have that with Marcos.
With the buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed them.
No, we can't just let those
-1.
We can't let those things just go to anybody.
I'm happy they're back. Can you give us a weather update, Leroy?
I
Brought
sure
to us
can.
By Tornado Roofing and Contracting, replacing roof repairs, maintenance, hurricane impact, windows and doors. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
It's mostly cloudy. It kind of looks like it's going to rain at some point today.
It does, a little overcast.
It's gonna rain.
Winds are coming out of the. I wish I could see a plane, but it's too
Westerly
cloudy.
winds.
I can't see where the winds are going.
How's Dragon this week?
Huh?
Isn't House of Dragon this
Yeah.
week? Yeah, dude.
I'm going to say that the winds are coming off the ocean.
I'll tell you.
That's usually about this time of year. It is about 82 degrees, and I would expect some rain at some point during the day, because if it looks like this early, it's only going to build from here.
There you go. He's a golfer, ladies and gentlemen. He's a golfer. By the way, Marlins, they start a series with the Arizona Diamondbacks tonight at 6:40. Max Meyer is on the hill against former Marlin, Zach Gallen. So that was your matchup today. Good little matchup there.
Amazing. Our most successful pitcher this year is
Max
on the
Meyer,
mound.
He's been very good.
Yep.
Very good this year. And then we got the Stanley Cup Final resuming tonight. Game 4 between the Hurricanes and the Golden Knights.
Oh, listen.
8 o'clock.
I should have put a little chili pepper on, because I was really one of the only people saying I'm riding with Vegas.
Vegas is killing it. I mean, this has been a really weird series so far.
Well, because no lead is safe. Both teams have had substantial leads and lost. And it's bonkers because 2 of the games went overtime, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, it could very easily be the other way.
Well, Rod Brindamore, he loves doing that. He goes, this is basically, we're up 3-0. He loves doing that. Wish him no success. I don't love Tortorella either. Yeah. I got to root for Vegas.
You just hate watching in general.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but Carolina.
I'm just waiting for these series to be over, because I think both the Heat and the Panthers are going to be making some moves. I'm ready to get going. Let's go.
Really?
It's the
So
summertime.
you think?
Bill Zito's locked and loaded.
So I was listening this morning on the way in, and evidently, in all Giannis's efforts to play, to be the good guy, he's pissed everybody off in Milwaukee. Not the I'm talking about the organization. So when you have something like that,
get that.
When you have something like that, right? Sometimes they do things spite of what you want, right? And I'm afraid, they're going to be petty. Look, Haslem will do anything.
Yeah, he's a crazy person.
He
kind of did that last year. He gave Myles Garrett the money to shut up, and then Myles Garrett eventually got traded.
Yeah, that. But
it sounds like he wants this behind him. It sounds like
right.
He's the guy who came out. It's like, I want it done by the draft. There's no reason they have to have it done by the draft.
But he
he
just wants to move on.
He wants to move on. So the one thing I'd say that appears to be going in the Heat's favor is Giannis seems like, it does feel like the wins are, he's putting the pressure on it. I'm not going to sign with you, only this team. I'm not saying it's only Miami, but you're seeing a lot of the teams
we
that
said
were
it with Kawhi, though.
Yeah, but he's like the lone example. The guy who got really, didn't get to go where he wanted to go was Dame, but Dame had 4 years left on his
right.
deal.
So a little bit of a different situation,
which was still garbage. Dame should have gotten to go where he wants to go. You don't do that to Damian Lillard.
He actually handled himself
right
like a consummate professional, and
Cronin was still a jerk.
Right, and now he's back with him.
I know. Maybe we get crazy? Dame. We get Dame.
No, I don't.
Why not?
We don't know what his.
He's making $12 million.
We don't. Is he? That's it. What happened to that big old extension?
The stupid Bucks are paying it.
Oh, that's right, because he got.
He's getting a double dip.
Right. Do they do like football?
No.
So he gonna make more money.
Yeah.
No, they worked out a buyout, right?
It's not a buyout. He got stretched.
Oh,
he
so
gets-
they took his
So
money.
he gets paid like, so instead of 60, he gets 30 over 6 years instead of
Oh, we call that the
Bobby Bow.
Bonilla.
Yeah, he gets the Bobby Bow. But no, he gets all of it.
And so now he went
All of it.
a hometown deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, he's rich.
But they also did it in didn't he? He did it after the year, right? After this past year, or did they do it
he just
before
signed,
last
no,
year?
He signed like a. He signed. I think he signed a 3-year deal, but I think it was maybe a 2-1. I don't know who has the option.
No, but I'm saying, did they do it and they just sat him? He didn't play.
Yeah, he just rehabbed.
Okay, so that's
he
what I'm
rehabbed
saying.
for $12 million last
Right.
year,
And
and the Bucks money. So he got, I don't know, probably 50 in the whatever it was last year, but he's got more money coming.
Ugh.
It's crazy. Anyway,
that basketball.
good money.
Sure wish I
Very
was
rich.
taller than 6 feet.
I saw a crazy thing yesterday rumored on basketball, and I was like, that can't be true. I'll tell you about it. We got to take a break. But I was like, I saw some salary rumored out there, and I was like, this is crazy how much money they make in basketball.
Right.
Because this person should not be making that much
Right.
money.
That's what I'm saying about all these guys going to the table saying, max me out.
Right.
You ain't a max guy.
Take a break. Back after this.
Oh yeah. I get around. Still clown with the underground when we come around.
I was not planning on ziplining. It just happened.
You got the family.
You know, it was such a strange philosophy too, because it's like, you know, my daughter really was the one who wanted to go ziplining, and by the way, ended up hating it the most.
Really?
Yeah,
That's how it works.
My son loved it. But it was such a dumb philosophy for me too. But the reason I basically ended up ziplining is because I just basically didn't want to lose my family. Because, you know, you go to these parks, you put your phone in a locker, you know, like you all want to be able to communicate with one another. So you basically kind of just staying together. And then I was like, well,
if you don't
if
zip line, you
something-
got to go all the way
Right.
to the other side of the zip line.
yeah,
To,
which is like basically,
get lost.
what am I gonna do? Go through a jungle? I can't do that. So
the only way to get to
yeah, the only way to get to him is you got a zip line. So that's kind of just how it happened. I'm like, my wife and I were not planning on zip lining. I'm like, I guess we're zip lining.
Ziplining is so much fun. Like
If you say so.
it's so much fun.
It's so fun.
Did you have to like play like it was cool?
I mean,
because you know,
I was trying to make the best of it. I was trying to have a positive mindset, but there were definitely times like when I went over concrete, I was like, this is stupid.
you
It
didn't
definitely,
it wasn't all forest.
a lot of it was forced, but there was one where it was like,
Wait, how long was this zip line?
dude, it was long.
Yeah,
I did
they're
like,
usually
I did
long.
like,
I've done forest and I've done over water.
dude,
Yeah,
amazing.
same.
Dude,
listen,
like
let me tell you something about the water one. Thankful Schweeth and Schmolnick was not there to see it. Let's just say they didn't give your boy enough slack.
No.
Every other one was fine.
Wait, did you dip your toes in the water?
Toes. Try torso.
No!
That thing did not. That thing had way too much give to it.
No wonder you had a terrible
The ones over the forest were fine.
I'm not zip lining. I'm swimming.
I'm just like, thank God the Twitch
I'm
chat is not.
drowning.
That's all I thought to myself was like,
Drowning.
if the Twitch chat saw this right now, this would go right up there with the Udonis Haslem wall video.
Oh my gosh.
It was, oh my God, it was terrible.
Tobin, man.
It was
You know
There's
what?
no footage. There was no footage.
no,
Is
not
there a
of that.
video? Is
No,
there
there was
a
no
video?
video. Like, you know what they try and do? They try and upsell you on the video. They're like, oh, you can't bring anything. And then they're like, you know, they're like, oh, you could get the super package. And I know we got the photo package. The photo package is a pretty decent deal. You get like all the parks. But then it was like, oh, you could get the super video. I'm like, no, thanks. I'm good.
Oh, Smeethan. Tobin is the only human to get his steps in while zip lining.
I really,
crying,
it was
stop.
going. Look, I was skeptical enough it was going to hold me up. 'Cause
Wait,
every other one was.
Did you like? Because I know.
No,
I
the-
be testing the zip line.
They were just like, yeah, they're like, you'll get to a point where you have to backstroke a little bit. I'm like, okay,
backstroke.
yeah, because
Backstroke.
the last one is you zip line into a cave of water, right?
Yeah.
But you're supposed to basically get to like the cave, and I was well short. Like it was like a deep ball. It was way short. It was way short.
Oh,
Dude.
so you started hitting water.
Way too early, dude.
So
Way too
what
early.
did they do?
And backwards.
Oh, you're going
Down
backwards?
your
Yeah.
words.
So what did they do?
I just swam.
Did you swallow water?
No, I didn't drown, but I
No,
was.
he was going backwards.
But I
Yeah,
def-
exactly. Imagine the
it
water going
definitely
over
didn't,
your head.
it definitely didn't carry me like the normal person. Like my kids were like, whoa.
Your kids are
Your
like,
kids.
whoa.
It was
I need to be there for that.
I know.
It
was a-
footage of that one.
but it was
This
a
is
great
not fair, man.
it was a fun time, but I also thought to myself, I never have to zip line again. Like it's out of my system. It's a bucket
Well,
list.
that would
I'm good.
listen. I would go in there with numbers and a chart to try to determine whether this zip line was gonna hold my big ass up. Like,
I was surprised. I was surprised the entire way.
This
I
is
was
what
like,
math problems are made
when
of.
I was going over the trees, I was like, ugh, all right. And I was surprised how well that held me up. In fact, I was going too fast. I was like, this is ridiculous. And they could just slow you up. It scared the hell out of me.
so
I literally have
let me
tears
tell
going
you,
down
I can tell you what the hardest part is. You got to look tough around the kids and the family.
Of course.
And but inside your
He's like,
bubble
throw
wrap.
me, he's over here. I'm great.
I was like, jeez. Because you think like, oh, you're gonna just like fly right into the. What do they have? They have like a little padded wall. That's not going to do anything.
Now, my wife thinks
She
she
goes
can.
splat into the
No, I
wall.
didn't. I know it stops you, but like
Yeah.
when you're doing it for the first time, because it was the first time I had ever zip line, and I'm going, and I'm like, I'm gonna hit that wall because I'm not slowing down. And then they have this capability of just slowing down your
Yeah.
grappling. Like, boom. You're like, whoa, it's crazy. So I was flying for the most part. I was not weighing down the line until we got to the water. That one did not have enough slack.
So you like.
Oh
so
my God.
you zip line all around the forest.
All
so
over
it's
the
a bu-
forest.
So once you start, you're pot committed.
Dude, and they get higher and higher. You're going up like one's like you ever go to like a lighthouse and you go up like the little spiral?
yeah.
So you do one of those. Then you have to go up one that's like basically like what people know, like the old ramp. Well, I guess it's still there. The ramp at Hard Rock, like you're
Yeah.
walking up to the upper deck. You have to do one of those all the way up to the top spiral. And so you're doing two gigantic ones that are long and fast. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Oh my god.
No need to do that again.
I need to know the name of this park. That way I can go to it.
It
one day.
was
It's so
it was Explore of it was Explore.
Oh,
Like
okay.
you take they take you a little bus from Eschrach.
I love that place, by the way.
It was awesome.
It's a fantastic place.
It was awesome.
See, I know my wife thinks she could do anything. She just closes her eyes. Like I like roller
Why?
coasters, right? I love the Hulk. Like
Love the
if they
Hulk.
look twisty turn, it's all I like. It was the first like projection, like where you accelerate in the beginning instead of going up and down, right? Loved it. Look over, her eyes are closed the whole time, right? So I know zip lining, she would just close her eyes. I don't know what Rebecca would do. She seems like she likes it. She would like it, but no. Mm-mm.
Tate South says funny seeing Wild He Coyote actually go into a mountain.
Oh man. But yeah, so I'm not now the only ride that I refused to get on was that rip rocking
That's the one that goes up and down.
straight up in the air.
Yeah, I'm not for that.
Yeah.
That
no.
was good.
Huh?
I liked that one.
No, here. I have a problem with riding rides that in order to build the ride, like it goes outside the park. Like, so when you're coming into the park, you have that ride, boom, outside and around. I'm like, no, I'm out on that one.
Big no for me, dog.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Dude, I would have paid any amount of money.
No, stop, because I went and I put Explorer Zipline and then I couldn't even finish the sentence and it says weight limit.
Yeah. The weight limit was 300. I ain't
Yeah.
there. But so I was like, all right, that's cool. I'll be fine.
So
But,
just imagine if somebody was like 290,
yeah.
they would have been like halfway. And you know, you
I
could,
don't, that'd be very, very risky. I don't think they would let you.
I think they're just like, they don't care because it's like you're in the water, like you really can't get hurt. So it's like, whatever. They just have to swim backwards. That's what the whole plan was.
Right.
It's basically you take off and then you end up twisting and then so that's how it goes.
oh my goodness.
But
I would like
it was ultimately fun, but I'm never doing it again.
Did you go into that underwater cave?
Sure did.
Man, that's nice.
Sure did. Went to the underwater cave. That underwater cave was awesome. The one that I went to at that bum ass zoo, that place sucked. But the one at Explorer, awesome. The only thing we didn't do is the ATVs. Everything else we did.
Oh, you can't. What do you do? 1 and 1? So you
Oh my
get on.
god, I think I see the zip line in the cave.
Yeah. Yep. Telling you.
And to make it worse, listen, I'll suck it up and go through some difficult stuff that I don't like,
Mhm.
not backwards. Right?
So you don't like that ride in I think Animal Kingdom? What's it called, Brittany?
I don't do backwards rides.
Exhibition Everest.
Yeti?
Yeah,
Isn't
Huh?
the Yeti
the
backwards?
Yeti one. Yeah,
I don't
Yeah,
do
it does go
backwards
backwards.
I
rides.
love that one.
So
Okay.
fun.
Why? Yeah, I need to see where I'm going.
Also, Hagrid's in.
Harry Potter World?
Why is it doing that?
Dramatic.
Yeah.
Hey, Michelob Ultra's got a watch party coming up. You know, the biggest tournament in the world is starting this week. The beautiful game on the pitch, Leroy.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to be over at the bar in Coral Gables on Friday night. We're going to be watching USA versus Paraguay. Excited to have you guys come on out there and giving away some tickets. Our friends at Michelob Ultra are giving you a chance to win tickets to an upcoming World Soccer match at Miami Stadium, where a lot of teams play, a lot of big events, really big. So if you guys want to win some tickets to the World Soccer matches that are going on down here, we'll give away a pair of tickets coming up on Friday at the Bar in Coral Gables, and we can watch some soccer, and I can tell you some more ziplining stories. It'll be a great time, and look forward to seeing you all out there. We'll take a break. Back after this.
In my situation, I was talking to this girl from the U.S. nation. The way that I met her was on tour at that concert.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Miami Dolphins have their last day of OTAs today. The last one the reporters will get to go look at in the meanwhile, as before we head off into training camp. So they'll get a little looky-loo, and then everybody will break until we get to the summertime. I was confused about something. I did see one thing. I don't know if you guys talked about this at all, but did you see the Dolphins put out a list of promotions last week? Did you guys talk about that at all?
About what?
Like a lot of front office promotions and personnel promotions and all that type of stuff. And I was confused by one of them, just genuinely. So they put a bunch of names on there. And, I don't know what anybody does. But then I saw that this said Brandon Shore, who's the contract guy. He's essentially kind of like their Andy Ellisford cap guru.
Mm-hmm.
Got a bit of a rough cap to look at. And they had mentioned that Brandon Shore, who's one of the lone holdovers from the last regime, he's been here, he's the money man and all that. And it said, Brandon Shore has been promoted to executive vice president of football operations, working alongside head coach Jeff Hafley and general manager Jon-Eric Sullivan on all aspects of football administration and operations. And I just got to tell you, I'm a little confused by this.
No.
Is a general manager not below an executive vice president of football operations? So is he Sully's boss? Because I thought Sully is running the show. I'm a little
Sully's
confused
running the
by
show.
this.
Basically, he's the money guy. So if a coach and the GM, hey, we need this player. Can we afford it? How much can we get? How can we make it work? Then that's when he comes in and he makes it all work. They all basically work together, right? And there's a chain of command. Sully said he makes the final call. He'll take input from everybody. The head coach and the GM have to have, hey, what do you think about this guy? What do you think? We need another guy to do this or whatever. And then you bring in him to figure out, can we make it work?
But here's the thing. I guess that's all.
They gave him a new title, but he's still doing the same thing.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. But if I was made an executive vice president, I would feel like I'm the boss.
No, listen, here. I'm going to say this, and I want you to understand loud and clear. Your title in a football organization has nothing to do with what you're being asked to do. Case in point, sometimes to get a coach off of another team, you have to make him an assistant head coach. That doesn't mean he's having conversations with the head coach and has power over everybody else.
I wouldn't think so, but when I have a title, I have a title. You know what I mean?
But the title is just to maybe they give you a couple of extra bucks. Maybe they do that. The title, no.
It's a fancier title.
You know what? I want him to go in there and act like he got power over them too. And you know what he gonna have? What title he gonna have? Zero. None.
I don't know.
Okay.
I hope you're right.
No, I'm telling you how.
I would have liked if they're gonna have.
I love the way I tell you how.
I understand what you're telling me.
Go look at rosters. Go look at coaching rosters, and go look at and go look at front office people.
Here's the difference.
They have titles.
Nah, but here's the difference. When you usually talk about that, you're usually talking like, hey, you made this guy associate head coach, but he's not the executive vice president head coach. There's nothing. When you're a general manager,
it's a fancier name. It doesn't matter.
I don't like that it's a fancier title than
why?
Sully. Sully should have the fanciest title.
No. He's got the power and the money.
I don't know.
Really?
Made me nervous.
No.
I don't like
because Sully at any point in time could say to the other two, no.
He should.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
There's only one person.
Here, I'll give you a perfect example. There's coaches that have final say-so. Mm-hmm. We don't call them the GM, and they have a GM. Do we say the GM's over the coach? No, the coach has a
coach.
Yeah, but he's not the GM.
Doesn't matter.
He's not the player personnel guy. You have a GM and a player personnel guy, but the coach may have the final say.
If I were to just go to a Chipotle, okay.
Oh my goodness. How are we going to tie in the Miami Dolphins situation to a Chipotle? Hold on.
Wait, I cannot wait for this.
If I no, just hear me out. Yeah. Jennifer, he's not being mature about this.
No.
If I were to go to a Chipotle.
No, look at me.
I'm not.
I need to know.
Who is.
Because you know why? Because here it comes.
Who's more in charge? Okay. The general manager or the executive vice president of Chipotle operations? Who sounds like they're more in charge?
The executive?
Executive vice president. And that's my confusion.
Hey, knucklehead, you know how football teams work. Everybody has a title.
What if, here's the thing.
Title doesn't mean you have the power.
Really? Then why make
there's some head coaches that have a GM, but they only answer to the owner. So what do you say about that? The GM, but no, the coach has the final say so.
Wouldn't it suffice that the owner likes the guy, that he gives him an executive vice president of football operations title? Wouldn't that surmise that he trusts his name and he knows him longer?
Why are you falling for the fancy title?
I'm not falling for the fancy
title.
You
are. You know what else? You know what else it means? It means that in order for somebody else to come and get him or to sign him,
wants him. The guy who was part of giving contracts to Tua and Tyreek Hill. Who was banging down the door for this guy?
His job is just to make it work. His job is not to determine who gets the money.
There's only two people who should have a fancier title right now than Jon-Eric Sullivan. Okay, one of them is Dan Marino, and the other is Troy Aikman. Everybody else needs to have lower titles.
You gotta include Troy Aikman.
Yeah, you gotta have Troy Aikman. Everybody else who's been here, you know what their title should be? Part of the mess. Executive vice president. We're part of the mess. And why are they getting promotions? I'm just confused by that. I'm not upset about it. I'm not worried about it.
You know what?
Wondering. Clarity.
Hey, yeah, I want some clarity.
Here, I'm giving you clarity. And Ted said it perfectly. John Harbaugh is the head coach. They have a GM. John Harbaugh doesn't answer to the GM. He only answers to the owner.
But is there an executive vice president?
Who cares? The boss is John Harbaugh. Okay. He wasn't taking that job without it. Like
when Chris Greer was the GM, the executive vice president was Mike Tannenbaum.
Mm-hmm.
So Mike Tannenbaum was above Chris Greer. It's just a weird hierarchy.
You're falling for the name on the card. In that organization, they know who's responsible for what.
I would hope so.
Sometimes you get a fancy name just so somebody else can't come get you. So you can't leave.
Who's coming to get
He
him?
again, just looking at Brett Yormark, who has a job.
Mm-hmm. He runs the Big 12.
Right.
Yeah. The brother was trying to get back in with the Canes, but it appears he's on the outs.
And remember, he's the guy we interviewed that was talking about fighting everybody.
Well, he ran Rock Nation. Like that was Rock Nation Sports. That was his post Panthers career, which was not something that left him with ideal opinions down here of him. And then the Canes, strangely, were going to make him the AD, and everybody's like, "What?" So
he must know some people because you
could tell he's a when you're in that boxing game, like you could talk it up. Those Yormarks could talk it up,
right? And he's tiny.
Yeah, but he's not afraid to fight Sergey Kovalev.
That's the craziest thing.
Kovalev killed a guy in the ring, Jennifer. He says he's not afraid of him. He killed a guy in the ring, not scared of him, like Drago. But Yormark was not scared of him. Crazy.
We're sitting there looking at him like you're 5'1", $120 tops.
I'm just no shade on anybody.
Can you stop? Like all the stuff going on in sports. Mm-hmm. This is what this is crazy.
Like what? What's going on?
Just anything.
There's nothing going on in sports.
We got hockey tonight.
We do have hockey tonight. No, but I just saw this and I was like confused by it.
Nobody
because
you're the only person falling for the title.
I'm not falling for a title. I'm genuinely
confused. You clarity. You say no. I'm telling you how it works. You go no. So you don't want to know.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
One day someone's gonna try when Gutlen's gonna retire, right?
Yep.
Someone's going to get that title and they're going to try and say, because I got a title, whoever that is, right?
We're going to laugh.
Yeah, we're going to laugh at him. But the person who gets the title doesn't feel like it's nothing. So when a guy,
but wait, here's the difference. Okay. Regardless of who gets that job is to be our boss. Okay. But that's the job. There's not somebody that is underneath him that we question has more power than him.
Right. But remember when people did get titles?
Mm-hmm.
And they
And what do they think about it? Nobody gets a title and doesn't think that they have power. That's all I'm saying. And so
he know, but
if you
it's
go by
in a football organization, even though you have a title, everybody's responsibility and who you answer to is very clear.
let me ask you something.
I'm just telling you.
Okay, but if you go to Publix, right, and I could tell you that you know, your sub order continues to get messed up, the risotto prices are out the
Somebody
wazoo.
said, I'm very cool, but does Leroy not get tired of me? I'm not even yelling, dude. This is my normal voice.
He's just
I don't
very
know what to
passionate,
tell you.
guys.
If you go to Publix, and I could tell you, you get a hold of two people, the GM or the executive vice president of Publix. Who do you want to talk to? Exactly, dude.
No,
that's my point.
Here's what I ask.
That's my point.
No, here's what I ask. Who has the authority here?
That's what you ask?
Yes. And nobody comes to me and introduces them with their title, right? They just tell me, okay, yeah, I'm the.
All I'm wondering is, how does a guy?
What are you
How
doing?
does a guy who
What are
sets
you
up more?
doing?
How does a guy who sets up more dead cap contracts? All right,
He
than the history of football. Hold
again-
on, hear me out. How does a guy like that? I want a new regime. I want new, fresh ideas. How does that guy get promoted to executive vice president of football operations? It doesn't make sense to me. And what is his?
are exhausted.
Let me ask you something.
No, let me tell you how it works.
When Sully goes,
His responsibility is not to make those decisions,
he should be cap
but
boy.
to make them work.
His job should be cap boy. That should be his
That's-
title.
oh.
It should be that.
Okay, you go call him that.
I will.
Okay,
You're cap boy. That's what you should be.
that's what he
Oh,
is. He's
hey.
wait. What's Andy Ellsberg's title?
He is the executive vice president of basketball operations.
But what is he known for?
He's the cap guy. But he also,
Why don't they call it?
but he negotiates trades
It's the same exact thing,
because Pat Riley. But what is Pat Riley? He's the president.
right?
of basketball
Everybody knows
operations.
who has the power.
No, because they have a clear hierarchy.
They have a clear hierarchy here.
I don't know that they
You're
do.
taking the title and saying they don't.
I don't know that they do. I don't. I am very now. Now I am confused on the hierarchy.
No. So who's Pat Riley for the Dolphins?
I don't know.
No, you do know.
I don't know.
You do know.
I don't know. I thought
You
it was
know
Sully.
It's Sully.
I thought it was.
It is. It's
Then
Sully.
why is there a guy who has a title above him?
He doesn't have a title above
When I
him.
go to the media, no, let me ask you something. If I go to the media guide this year, when the media guide comes out in August, and I flip through the pages, whose picture comes up first? That's going to be the tell.
Do they put him in alphabetical order?
No, they put him in you know when do they put them in? Order of title. It's going to be Stephen Ross. It's going to be Garfinkel, and then we're going to find out.
No, it's going to be Sully.
I don't know,
Dude, you just did it with the Heat.
but the Heat
wait,
clear. President,
No,
vice president.
forget the title. As long as everybody knows what
Nope.
who has the
Nope.
Who's the boss?
Pat Riley.
No, with the Dolphins. Who's the boss?
The boss, Stephen Ross.
Okay, and then who's next?
I would guess Garfinkel.
And then who's next?
That's a good question.
Oh my God! Stop it! Stop it!
I wanted it to be.
I need to go.
This is why I wanted
No,
it to be Troy Aikman.
No, you're.
I was just thought we were in a harmonious place, new regime. Everybody's on the
Are
same
you
page.
serious?
And now we got old guy here with new guy, and he's working in lockstep. It's
Cap
like,
guy.
he's Cap Boy. Yeah, I don't know. You know,
You call him Cap Boy. His title is fancier.
until we
Then
have
same thing with Andy Ellsberg. Andy Ellsberg has the same exact.
Andy Ellsberg has
title.
never left us in this position with dead cap,
He's not responsible for it.
but he also makes trades.
Huh?
Andy Ellsberg makes trades.
No.
he
Here.
negotiates the trades.
Hold on.
That's true.
Listen to me. Andy Ellsberg does not make the trades. He makes the trades work.
No, he negotiates the trades. I'm telling you.
Okay.
I'm telling you, he negotiates
Okay.
the trades.
Well, that's with them.
Yes.
No.
because he's Cat Boy.
Yeah.
That's why I want his title to be Executive Vice Cat Boy. Sully should be above him. In fact, I want to make Sully president of football
Hey.
operations.
Welcome back.
Why? You guys didn't talk about this at all? I found it very strange. It was the last thing that I saw before I went to airplane mode. I was like, promoted? For what? I just want to make sure we're harmonious.
Cap guy. I'm not calling him Cap Boy.
Okay.
Cap guy is almost like a front office guy. He's not responsible for all of that stuff.
Would hope so. I want somebody
His job is to make the dumb decisions that the organization makes work.
Great job.
He's not told.
So what's his input this day? Hey, Catboy, what do we got? No money. Oh, okay, great. That's an executive. This is me if I'm slowly looking at. That's an executive vice president. Oh my god! I just want to make sure everything's cool. That's all.
The only person that has a problem with this is you.
I don't have a problem with him. I'm just asking questions.
I don't have a problem with it. You call the guy Catboy.
He is Catboy. Now he's an executive vice president? For what?
Fancy title doesn't mean that you're.
It doesn't mean nothing. Let me ask you something. Has anybody in the history of fancy titles ever not liked getting a fancy title? I would venture to say no.
You get a fancy title because you probably get a little more money.
Yeah, maybe.
Right?
He gets more
You
money.
get a fancy title because here's the other thing, right? If another team wants to sign you or wants to sign you, you have to take a step up. That's the big thing in football. That's
So the
why
only person
there's a lot of coaches, a lot of front office people that have fancier titles because they switched teams.
Somebody wanted to get Catboy?
He might be really good at what he does. You don't know that because you don't know what his responsibilities are.
He's Catboy.
No.
And now I don't know if he's Sully's boss or not.
He's not Sully's boss. There is no.
Let's see who's first in the.
First of all,
we'll
there's
see who's
there's
first.
no way,
Mhm.
no way that Sully would have signed up for that and having an answer to. And so if that's the case, if Sully's not the guy,
Mhm.
when was the last time you heard him interviewed?
Who?
So what's his name?
Sure?
Sure.
Never.
If Shore walked through this door and slapped me in the face,
I know what
I
he looks like. He looks like Garfinkel's nephew. I was just asking questions. I was like, what do you mean he's vice president of football
can
operations?
we take a break?
Yeah, we got to. Oh, man. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. What are you saying? Wow,
Why does
buddy?
our president feel the need to just attack everybody?
Why?
Like, just like,
I mean, that's what he's been doing for 12 years. What do you mean?
No, but like going at like
That's how he came out of the box. That's how he got famous on the political scene, was making fun of everybody. Everybody was laughing at him.
yeah. But if you're gonna make fun of people, like I make fun of people, but if I get attacked, I'm not going to have my feelings hurt. You know what I'm saying?
He looked very
It's
sleepy
fair
at that
game.
game last night.
Very sleepy.
He didn't look like he wanted to be there.
No, he looked sleep.
Sleep.
Yeah. Night.
Well, no,
You
we're
know-
just laughing right
you
now
know
because
his-
Stephen A. Smith's on television right now. He's reacting to Trump's comments about him outside Air Force One yesterday. But he's got an American flag behind him. It's just
And he's standing at a podium.
it's just beautiful.
So you
television.
can't forget him
It's just
standing at
beautiful
the
television.
podium.
It's just it's
the craziest thing.
Stephen A. Smith had to think he's like, as soon as Trump brought up him yesterday, or once the reporters brought up him yesterday, Stephen A. Smith was like, God, yeah.
Along with seeing Pablo on he's on all of the MS Now, CNN.
Pablo Torre?
Yeah.
What you talking about?
Politics.
Politics?
Yeah.
Politics.
I think didn't he win a Pulitzer?
A Pulitzer, yes,
Yeah.
they did. Yes, he did. I'll give you some weather here real quick as we'll take a little looky-loo at what it's like down here in South Florida. And our weather report brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Storm season's coming. Make sure your home is ready. Get your free roof and window estimate today. Visit tornadoroofing.com. Currently 85 degrees in Miami. Cloudy. Partly cloudy conditions expected around 4 o'clock. You'll get that sun out and wind gusts up to 9 miles per hour.
Don't ever tell me about ASMR.
Why?
She's over there working that cup.
My microphone was off.
I can
You're
hear
a very
from
loud
here.
typer.
Yeah. It was no.
My
she was-
microphone was off.
She was doing her coffee.
Oh, was
That's
she?
what that was.
Yeah.
We can hear it.
Oh yeah, I didn't hear it.
Okay.
Okay. That's stuff.
Tobin didn't hear it.
He did.
I was talking.
Exactly, he didn't hear it.
-1 for deflecting.
Mm-hmm.
Leroy, right?
Did
No, you, dude. What are you
I don't
talking
think
about?
so.
No, you.
I don't think so. I didn't do anything
Did
wrong.
MSG Atmosphere live up to the hype? Yeah, with all the fake, phony event.
Yeah,
people.
was it all
They-
style and no
you know what?
substance?
It was the same type of crowd if Jay-Z would have went out and performed for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like,
The headlines are brought to you by Doral Hyundai. In Miami, we go to the beach for a little solcito, and when we want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Hyundai. Will Manso is going to join us next hour. We'll talk to Will as Miami Heat. They're going to be on Local 10 this year. We'll talk some Miami Heat, move into Local 10, and Heat banter with the great Will Manso. Pros Pro.
Pros Pro.
I would wonder what he would think if somebody walked in, because he's the sports director of WPLG. If
It
there was an
doesn't-
executive
as
vice
long-
president of sports, would he think that person, even if they said, Will Manso, you're still the director of
You
sports.
know who you sound like?
What?
Just ask him.
Solana.
What do you mean?
You want me to tell you why?
How so?
Being a producer and executive producer.
Right.
And making it like.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. Like when you're an executive producer, you're above the other producers. I'm just confused. Remember when this happened? You remember when I recall this happening? Something similar. I don't
Is
remember if it
he?
was exactly similar. I don't know.
No, he's on the show now.
But do you remember?
So
Do you remember when Donna Ponte? Remember that whole saga happened with the
Yeah, he
Dolphins?
brought her down. And
She was-
people had to answer.
She
them.
was Cap Boy, except she was Cap Lady. And then she became executive vice president of football, and she had a power struggle, I believe, with Jeff Ireland. Remember, there was a whole thing with Philbin. She
No,
sided with
that's
Philbin.
because She thought,
Hmm?
right, that it gave her more power.
Right.
But this is not that case.
I don't know.
This is not that.
I would hope not.
Here, at no point in time when Jeff Ireland came in did they say you have ultimate power over everything.
Well, they did when Bill Parcells left, and then he got on that plane.
Right.
You know, that's how he got that extra title. Here's what I would like. Maybe if we had like a what do we call it? Consigliere?
Yeah.
Is there a G in there?
I love how you just did
What
that
if
on
we
purpose.
call Troy Aikman Big Daddy Football? All right. And he's there just to kind of rein everybody in, just to remember where things are at. I just want to make sure we're harmonious. You know what I mean?
When dealing with grown ass men, you need to be very definitive in who has what power.
Exactly, dude.
And they are.
I don't know.
He just got the job. He wouldn't have came in if you're going to then sign somebody that you have to answer to.
To me,
when you sign up for that job, when Sully and Hafley came in, okay, the first thing of order of business was clarifying everybody's role and power.
Exactly.
Simple as that.
Right.
That's why
this is confusing.
when we go and we ask questions about the staff or questions about players or questions about contracts, we go to those two guys. We don't go to anybody else.
It's a new wrinkle.
It's not a new wrinkle.
I don't know.
You're making it a new wrinkle. They know the chain of command.
Are you accusing me of making a mountain out of a molehill?
Yes.
I don't think that's fair.
Yes.
I don't think that's fair.
Yes. Right now, you are underwater before you get to the tunnel.
SDI says, so why make this position change now and not when Sully gets hired?
Because it was probably a way for them to, one, give him more money, or two, make it, because the only other job he could get if he leaves is football operations or GM.
He should probably wait until all that dead cap comes up to get more money.
Then that's not cap.
No cap.
The coaches, front office people, that's not cap.
I understand there's no cap.
Okay.
I'm just saying that you shouldn't get a raise until I'm cleared on cap. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, last night, the San Antonio Spurs took game 3 of the NBA Finals. They beat the Knicks 115-111. Knicks still have 2-1 in the series. Game 4 tomorrow. The Stanley Cup Final resumes tonight. Game 4 between the Hurricanes and Golden Knights at 8 o'clock. Vegas leads that series 2-1. It's on ABC from Sin City. A happy 23rd birthday to Nikola Jović, dude.
Hasn't been a Jović sighting. When was the last time you saw him?
I saw them post him on social media yesterday, but I don't know if it was new or not. I'm not really sure if it was new. The last time I saw Jović, I saw his Serbian trainer post some photos of him training, and he looked Jack Diesel. That's the last thing I saw from Jović, dude. And then another happy birthday to the OG, the captain, also a vice president, Udonis Haslem. What?
I don't mean to further Tobin's point or anything, but I decided to take a gander at the Miami Dolphins front office page on the MiamiDolphins.com.
Well, that's great research, Brittany.
And so under executives, the list goes as follows. Jeff Hafley, Brandon Shore, Executive Vice President of Football Operations. Then Jon-Eric Sullivan.
Wow. Interesting.
Hafley's first?
He's the head coach.
Yeah, he's the head coach.
So they're not in Hafley can't make a trade or pay him for contract.
I mean, it makes sense why they would put the head coach up there.
Interesting. Why have Shore up first? That's all I'm saying.
They're
not a problem now.
Wait. Can I just tell you? I know this for a fact. There ain't no way in hell Sully taking that job if he had the answer to. No chance.
I agree with you.
No chance.
I agree with you. I'm not saying it's a thing.
You know, the Giants have one of those guys too.
Who, Joe Shane?
Executive, whatever you call it.
I think it's Donna Ponte.
But guess who the head coach answers to?
John Harbaugh answers to nobody.
The owner.
Yeah, he answers
That's
to nobody.
it.
Yeah.
Not to none of that.
Understood. But it's a little different. You would agree. It's a little different. He's
but
a cachet coach
when you're
coming
in this position as the Dolphins, like, it's clear when you bring somebody in and that guy's going to make that demand that you give it to him.
I thought it was. I think it is. I hope it is. I hope you're right. Hey, can I look at you right now?
No.
Why not?
Because see why?
Why not?
I know the look.
I hope you're right.
It's the look that says I'm being silly right now.
I'm not being silly. I want harmony. I want
You're gonna have
football
harmony.
peace.
Everybody knows what their responsibilities are.
For now.
What do you mean for now?
For now.
For always.
We'll see.
Okay.
Rod Power says, surprised Tobin isn't wearing a Jović jersey on Jovic's birthday. I don't have a Jović jersey.
Yeah.
I don't have a Jović jersey.
You better slow down on that one. Until after the trade.
Why do you think he's going to get traded?
I don't know.
We don't know.
But I'm just saying.
Traded.
Okay.
We don't know that he's going to get traded.
We don't know. I don't have a Kalel jersey.
I think Kalel's like a Kalel jersey. I like Kalel.
I think Kalel's going to be a star.
Yeah,
but what do I know?
Maybe in Milwaukee, though, dude.
I know.
You know? I mean, we are going to get Giannis. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, but Kalel shoots the ball better than Giannis.
Oh. I mean, yeah, but he don't score the ball better than Giannis.
No. He does have some, skills. Sounds like the Dolphins front office is already a mess. See,
I don't want to say that, SDI. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I don't want. No. I want to be clear.
This is what you started.
This is what you started. I'm not starting anything. I'm just confused. I just left. I left the country. I saw promotions. Promotions. What are we doing?
And you've been saving all this to come and annoy me with it.
I'm not annoying you. I was confused by it. That's all.
I told you how it works. Nah, look. Somebody said that's alphabetical order.
Huh?
Somebody said it's listed in alphabetical order.
That's not alphabetical order.
Well done.
Because then after that, it goes into the other senior vice presidents and vice presidents.
Are they like is it like a tree? How is it?
It's not like a tree. It's like in rows it's 3 rows.
Wow.
And then when you open up the page, obviously it's like front office and Stephen Ross is at the very top. Then it goes Bruce Beal, Tom Garfinkel, and then all the partners.
Interesting.
So like Mark Anthony's there, Fergie, Serena Williams.
Where's Fergie?
Fergie is 1, 2, 3, 4.
Fergie's
5.
paid her dues more than Catboy has.
She's 5 on the list of that. And then it goes from partners, then it has a tab of executives. And on the executives, it goes Hafley, Brandon Shore, Jon-Eric Sullivan.
I mean, that technically is alphabetical order.
And there with them 3, but it's not, because then after that is Todd Boyan and Melanie Cabasel. Like, I don't think that's what they're doing there.
Melanie didn't have all these dead cap numbers. Why didn't she get the promotion?
Why didn't she get them? She's the vice president of hospitality.
The only thing that can
curated
be
experience.
considered alphabetical order is in that row.
In the row,
In the
yeah.
row, it's alphabetical order.
Plausible deniability.
But I think that's still odd. Like, why would you do it in that, like, in alphabetical order? If Stephen Ross is at the top of the page and then it goes to your vice chairman partner and then your vice chairman, president, and chief executive order, why then when you switch to executives that you're just going to, magically do it?
Yeah, every role is alphabetical order.
Look, I'm not saying anything's happening. I just was confused by it. I'm asking questions. Is that not a problem? I thought that's what we're here to do. That's all. It's just me. I have other things to get to.
I don't think it's a problem, Tobin.
I'm not saying it's a problem now. Things are never a problem at the beginning. It's when things get a little choppy. That's when you got to worry. That's the essence of rats off a ship. You know what I mean? Any hoodles. Nikola.
Yeah, a lot of
What? He's looking at
Are you on Twitter?
No, he's looking at the whole directory now.
Yeah, now he's looking at the front office directory.
Nikola Jović says, stop assuming the Heat are getting Giannis. All these odds are just media hype. Watch Boston come in and snipe Giannis from us. Well, look, I don't know what you want to say about odds or if they're just media hype. I will tell you that on Kalshi, currently, Giannis next team. Oh, wow, it just went up again. Giannis's next team, Miami, 56%. And I'm just telling you guys, this has shot up on old Kalshi. So do with it what you will, but the world's biggest soccer tournament gets underway this week. You can trade the entire tournament on Kalshi. On Kalshi, trade every match for the opening stage all the way to the final. And we got those South Florida matches coming up down here. You got Uruguay against Saudi Arabia. Uruguay currently 67% to win their match. So a $100 trade gets you $150. You can follow the finals. You can follow the trade maneuvers that Miami's going to be monitoring. So do with it what you will. I mean, you could follow along. I just say it's a if you want to get on that Giannis market, you might want to jump in on that. I did a while ago, because I was like, take a flyer, and all of a sudden, Jennifer, 26%. It was a much better buy-in than it was at 56%, but that's not nothing. Okay, so get on in there. USA starts up on Friday. Got Paraguay from Los Angeles taking on the Stars and Stripes, and currently USA is trading at 50% to win their opening match. So a $100 trade pays out at $200. On Kalshi, you're trading against your peers in a live market, meaning there's no house, and the probabilities change. So you can buy in or out of your position, and for a limited time, you download the Kalshi app and use the code Tobin to get $10 when you trade 10. KALSHI Kalshi. Trade the beautiful game. 18 plus only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com/regulatory. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. You guys can get in on the program. You can call 305-567-0560, or you can get in on the chat at YouTube or Twitch, 104.3 WQAM on YouTube, Miami 104.3 WQAM on Twitch. Real Talk Productions says, Tobin, is it crazy that when we get Giannis, we can also expect an LBJ reunion with us? I would find that a little surprising. I mean, I suppose you can't rule anything out. The Heat do have a mid-level. It depends. I'm very skeptical on LeBron James taking this giant discount everybody's talking about. LeBron James has been pretty forthright about not taking that much of a discount. And if you think about what the economy of his last season is going to be, unless he was going to sign up for a guaranteed winner, I don't know how much I buy that. Now, we've talked about LeBron coming back to the Heat. I could see scenarios where it happens. I actually have a ticket on it for the Hard Rock. I'm sprinkling futures all over the place. But that to me was more like if Giannis didn't happen to the Heat, I could see LeBron just being happy being in a place where, hey, I get to be the number one option. He's got some pieces around here that theoretically would fit him well with Kalel and Bam and Davion and all that type of stuff. And maybe there's another maneuver in there. Maybe they go and get Kyrie, something like that. If it's Giannis, Bam, and LeBron, people already talk about the fit with Bam and Giannis, that being a little bit awkward. I don't know. That seemed like, well, look, the one thing I would say defensively, you'd have two guys and two bigs who can kind of cover for him more. But I don't know. I'd find that pretty surprising. If LeBron was going to come down here with Giannis, don't know if I buy that. But if the Giannis thing doesn't happen, which obviously it feels like all the momentum is going that way, then I kind of feel like the LeBron things makes more sense. What about you, Leroy?
I want to be positive. I want everything to go the way everybody says. But we did have to shoot you off a chair with a tranquilizer gun.
Agreed. Which is why, I don't like what everybody's doing. I'm just, I am seeing all of the tea leaves go where they're going, and it's getting crazy. And I'm like,
can I tell you what always rubs me the wrong way with these trades?
Sure.
Is that a Miami Heat fan will come up and say, oh, because it's Pat Riley and it's the Heat and it's the players don't care about that. Players care about their situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And players look at this team and say, can I win in that situation? Now, Giannis is a different animal. Okay. Because I do believe, as great as Dame is as a scorer, he would have been a piece. Right? Giannis is the game changer.
Giannis is the game changer. He's an MVP.
But is he going to be the guy that's going to look at the situation and figure out what's going to be left and say, I'm in the same situation?
Yeah, I get people saying that. I don't think that Giannis is going to look at the Heat losing Tyler Hero and Kalel. They're not going to be left with nothing.
Right.
If they made a second trade, especially without the Wiggins thing, then they're really going to have to piece together. Then you're going big three style with Chris Bosh, and you're having to piece together minimum guys.
I don't even know if there's another guy that's available.
I don't know either. People have thrown out the Kawhi thing. We talked a little bit yesterday, and I'm like, I'm skeptical Kawhi's leaving the Clippers. I'm skeptical he's leaving the West Coast. If Trey Murphy became available, maybe John Morant certainly would be available. But again, you're going to have to piece together those salaries, and then your roster is getting a little bit thin. If you bring in Giannis, look, if the Miami Heat bring in Giannis right now and you lose Kalel, you're losing Kalel and you're losing Tyler Hero, you're going to I would imagine you're going to re-sign Norman Powell. I would imagine that Andrew Wiggins is going to opt in, and I imagine Davion Mitchell is going to stay. I would imagine if the Heat also trade for Giannis, they're going to try and keep one of Pella and Kasparis to have somebody off the bench to be ball handling, wing, those types of roles. if Jović isn't in the trade, he's essentially your backup 5 right now. So it's not like the rosters, and then you could fill in. You have an exception, so you could go get a big. You could go get a Vucevic, Nikola. Oh my God, could you imagine Nikola Vucevic? It'd be like Thanos joining the Avengers.
But the thing is we say, oh, you can just go pick up another one, pick up another.
I'm just saying there's options. There are going to be options out there.
Okay,
it's not like the Heat are going to be in this position where, because again, then like you said with Giannis being the MVP, well, then other guys are like, oh, I want to go to that team. Mm-hmm. I want to go check out that team.
If Giannis, kind of like when the big. I don't want to throw the big 3 in there because it's kind of different because like there was a lot of guys that came in.
Sure.
Said, "Oh, I just want to win a chip."
Right. So I just think that I'd be surprised if LeBron, and also mentioned the third option type of thing. But I don't know. I think that it's either one or the other. I don't think it's both of them here. I think that would be a little bit surprising to me. I don't think that there's necessarily a not another move that's out there for them, but we'll see. Nikola Jović says Brook Lopez is a better fit than Bam. Giannis is better with a big who can rebound, block shots, stretch. Bam is worse at all those things than Brook Lopez. Well, I mean, he cooked Brook Lopez in the playoffs. That's one. Second of all, that would also entice, like you're talking about having like Bam, I guess in this case would be more like a Bobby Portis than he would be the Brook Lopez in that regard. But I get what you're saying. I get it. People skeptical that it could fit together. I understand it, but I think that Giannis, first of all, I don't think Bam is a guy who's going to command the basketball. I think he's going to know, like, hey, Giannis is going to go do his thing and let Giannis do his thing. And I think Giannis wants that. It's part of the reason why I don't really buy the Boston thing, even though, Tatum's a more accomplished player, it's still Tatum's team. Like, I think that that's a weird thing for Giannis.
That situation has to be one of the weirdest situations ever, where you have two guys. One guy was the MVP. The other guy was the MVP when you actually won. He carried your team to the number 2 seed, and everybody got excited when you got back.
Right.
In normal situations, I would, be one of the guys to say, just, where you stand. But that's almost like a level of disrespect they're showing towards Jalen Brown, right? It really is, because it's like, hey, appreciate what the guy's done. Don't just, our guy's back, take a back seat.
Thanks a lot, JB, but we're here for
Tatum.
We love him.
So you could understand why that situation, and it has nothing to do with Jalen Brown. It has nothing to do with Jason Tatum. But you could see how that situation could all of a sudden spin out of control, just the way they're handling it. I don't think they'd ever trade Jalen Brown, though.
I'd be pretty surprised. It would have to be him wanting it, right? And he seems like he's throwing cold water on that.
Yeah. I mean, it is brutal. I don't know. It just, like, when I see like situations like this, we tend to make guys available that aren't available, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thinking, oh, we can get him. And I don't know. How would we feel about Giannis and Ja
together?
Right.
Fun.
I don't. But here's the problem. Who's going to shoot the ball?
We're gonna need to figure that one out.
You see what I'm saying? That's no. You can't go into a situation like that. You need to have an idea.
Get ready to learn Trevor Keels, buddy.
What the hell's that?
He's a G League guy.
We're doing that again.
You're gonna have to.
So you got 3 guys who like to play in the paint and attack the rim,
yeah.
and all they're gonna do is play a zone and keep everybody with a foot in the paint. Then what? Who's gonna shoot?
We're gonna need Trevor Keels to shoot.
I tell you who they need to get.
We're gonna need Jović to bounce back on some shooting.
I mean, we're the only people that didn't like dunks. They love him in Detroit.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna cut dunks.
They're not. No.
I don't think they're gonna cut dunks. He's too much vibes.
Yeah.
Rozier says he did not cook Brook Lopez. He was afraid to shoot, and we got swept. Yeah. Then what happened the next series? Rozier. What happened in Game 5 the next time? Oh, somebody can't have a bad series. They can't bounce back. It's too much. We'll take a break. Coming back, The damage is done, my friend. Back after this. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Time to get to our favorite Tuesday game. The damage is done, my friend. Go around the room, say where the damage has been done. You guys get the game at this point. I'll go first. This Corbin on Love Island.
Oh, no.
What an idiot. You know,
Wait, are you speaking before? I'm sorry to interrupt. Are you speaking because you saw yesterday's episode?
Sure did.
Oh, okay.
Because
Sure did.
me and Bernie have not.
We have not.
What do you want me to do with this?
Just go ahead and say it.
You know
No, it's
what?
fine.
It
It's
doesn't really
fine.
matter.
It's
It's
fine.
fine.
We're
Go.
behind. You go ahead and say it.
This Corbin's an idiot, all right?
Okay.
So this guy thinks that he gets to be the bombshell no matter what. And that's not how it works, dude, okay? Because once you're a bombshell once, and that's it. So he got all these special rules, all right? And then they did this. I mean, they did potentially the horniest game in the history of Love Island yesterday, Leroy. Potentially the horniest game in the history of Love Island. It was Ariana Madix comes out in a giant nightie. There's a giant bed. Everybody's just in their undies. Okay, they blindfold all the ladies, and the ladies have to figure out which one's their guy just based on making out. But they do an interesting trick where the ladies are covered in paint, so you know which one made out with who, because there's a streak like Pepe Le Pew.
Messy.
So like if a girl, like let's say for example Kenzie, she had purple, and so everybody knows who Kenzie smooched because they're covered in purple. All right. So
it's like you. Wow.
Yeah.
It's
rough.
It's rough.
Honestly, keep going.
They had to pull out the stops. They needed look every time this Ariana Madix, she knows when she has to turn up the juice. Okay, and they need to spice things up a little bit.
Is it really just her though?
Oh, it's her. Yeah.
She's the one making up all these games.
Oh yeah. You don't see her as that mastermind.
No.
She. Talk about she's an OG of reality television. She knows where you have to turn up the juice.
Okay, but I don't think it's her specifically saying, "Oh, now we're gonna do this. Now we're gonna do that." Maybe she could go ahead and give some like suggestions, but I don't think it's her straight up.
Dude, do you see her reaction to these games? She knows exactly what she's doing. It.
Yeah,
she loves it,
and it makes me cringe.
It's so uncomfortable.
So there's Corbin. He's sitting there. He thinks he's got this Kenzie wrapped around his finger. All right. Because she's, I'm going to be honest with you, she's acting a little bit horny the entire time. So she's finally happy because she's got this Corbin fella. But then all of a sudden, new guy comes in and he comes and starts making out with Kenzie, who's blindfolded. And she doesn't know. And then all of a sudden, she's like, whoa, she likes new bombshell over old bombshell. And he goes, I guess I have competition now. Yeah, dude, that's Love Island. All right. That's what I was trying to tell you in the first place, Corbin. You don't get to walk in here and get all the rules to yourself. Welcome to the game, sir. Damage is done, my friend.
Damage is done.
Okay.
He thought he was just going to get all the rules all for himself the entire time. Secret makeout sessions, getting to vote, pick whoever he wants willy-nilly. Well, not so more, dude. Now he's got the old intangibles fella to worry about.
You know what? Typical male in Miami behavior.
Mm-hmm. Unaware.
Unaware.
Entitled.
Entitled specifically, yes. That was the most.
They think they can do a couple of sit-ups and push-ups and then they just hot smoking.
Essentially.
Yeah.
What do you got, dude?
Let me tell you. So I don't know if it's the damage is done as much as it is just what are you doing? So I go to the gym, right? I'm at the gym. I get my work in, and then I go do some stuff in the pool. So I'm changing, put my little bathing suit on or whatever. And I see this kid flexing in front of the mirror. Right? And this is what made me think of it, the guy you're talking about. But there's a buddy of his standing next to him.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you're looking ripped.
Oh, he's hype man.
I'm like,
stay hydrated, champ.
I'm like thinking to myself, in what world do we live in where two men could be in front of a mirror in the men's bathroom?
Welcome to 2026.
Honestly, it's disgusting. That's why I stopped going to the gym.
So wait. So I walk by,
we still hungry.
Baby, I don't like to meddle, but I walk by.
You don't like to meddle?
Please, Leroy.
Minus one for
I don't
lying.
like to meddle. Liar.
So I walk by
For lying.
and I looked at the two kids And I said, dude, you weigh $130. You're supposed to have muscles.
Leroy.
What? You go, boy. You humble them.
It's true.
You humble them.
It's true.
I know it's true,
A guy
but
that weighs
like, get better.
$130 flexing in front of a mirror. I say, do that at 200. Come holla at your boy. And I kept it moving.
Oh, well, then you kept it moving.
No, I would have.
They didn't say anything to you?
No.
Nothing.
Look, because guess what?
You should have showed them your shoulder pads.
Daddy was shirtless too. And I had them old man muscles.
What the heck are you doing shirtless?
I was going to the pool. So I had my bathing suit on walking to the pool, watching these two knuckleheads flexing in front of the mirror, complimenting each other. Right?
This is crazy.
There were so many different ways this could go. But I'm just like, I'm tired of 130-pound guys flexing in front of a mirror like they swole. You ain't swole. I can see your rib cage. That's not muscles.
Damage is done.
So
That's your fifth and sixth vertebrae I could see. That ain't a lat. That ain't no. Yeah. So
Jennifer?
Damage is done. Stop it. You go to the gym. Stop flexing with your friend in front of the mirror.
Jennifer?
Damage is done.
Well, I'm kind of also on the same boat with Leroy with it's not necessarily possibly a damage is done. It's more like, what are we doing here? Tom Brady.
Oh, dude.
He's in there. He's been walking around shirtless a lot too. He goes to the beach.
Besides the shirtless,
oh,
he dropped a coconut water, and you could only believe what it's called. It's named after Peanut Island. It's called Good Nut.
Good Nut.
And the slogan of this specific water, it's a delicious mouthful.
Oh my God.
So I have this.
What are we doing?
I have this same problem here.
That should be in Love Island.
We have all these meetings. Like I'm sure the nut water people, coconut water people.
Good Nut.
Good Nut. They had a lot of meetings. And they decided that this is what we're going to go with.
It was purposeful.
That and also the whole commercial preview, whatever,
it's a
promoting
commercial.
it. It's actually like him trying to pitch the idea.
He doesn't want to say the
but
name.
he doesn't want to say the name.
Yeah, he doesn't want to
So
say
it's
the
kind
name.
of like what you're saying.
The whole point of it is to have an outrageous name because, I'm sure his nut water doesn't taste very good.
Can I just
please
tell you?
never say that sensitive?
I need you to clip that.
I am.
What?
I
Don't ever say
If
something
you
like
have
that
quality,
again.
no. If you have
Don't
quality,
ever.
Damage is
hold on.
done.
Let's
Your damage is done.
let's just say this: if you have quality nut water, you can have a normal name. But because his nut water doesn't taste any good, that's why he has to call it
Stop.
Good Nut.
I need you to clip it. All
It's
of them.
clipped.
All of them.
You need to stop.
Dude. Ethan, how much sodium is in Tom Brady's nut water? You won't cramp up? Dude, what are we doing?
That's disgusting.
Exactly.
Stop.
What are we doing? I knew this had to be said
Gotta stay
on the
hydrated,
show.
champ.
No, I'm a dehydrate. Like, what you drinking?
Damage is
That
done.
Good Nut.
Tom Brady's Good Nut.
Why are we name calling? Why we gotta put names on it? Why?
You don't think that's what his idea was?
Oh my goodness.
Hey, what do you got?
That's how Silly Sauce said, "This is nuts."
And what do you got in the fridge?
Nothing good came from this segment.
You're welcome.
What do you got in the fridge over there? I got a Celsius, got a Coke Zero, got that Good Nut. Excuse me?
Ayo. Where's Vlad? Pardon
Hey,
me.
so question.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Coconut water is not even like I used to drink it to like rehydrate because it's good for that.
Mhm.
It really doesn't taste good.
You should try this one.
It only tastes good with liquor.
Come on, you gotta try
Yeah,
him.
You've never had the Good Nut.
You haven't had Tom Brady's Good Nut yet.
Why?
I'm not
At least he ain't called it
really
goat's nut.
emotionally ready to answer that right now.
Also, don't find me.
Brittany, what damage is done for you?
I don't even know if I could come back from that.
No, but, like
Sorry.
It's okay.
more. What are we doing?
My damage is done is going to go to Jalen Brunson's father because I found what he did in game 2 to be one of the corniest things I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, your son is a grown ass man, and you're going to sit up here and you're going to fight his battles for him. It's embarrassing.
Damage is
And he
done.
continues to do so every time. You're an assistant coach for the Knicks, so I can respect that, right? But other players get into these scuffles, and you have nothing to say. But as soon as Jalen Brunson's involved, you're halfway up the court yelling at the refs. Like, it's embarrassing. And if I was Jalen Brunson, I'd be like, Dad, please sit down.
I'm embarrassed by anybody saying the referees have dictated this series as far. It's 3 games in. They've been very close games.
All of them have been close.
There's been some big time choking. Can we stop being babies?
Exactly.
We don't need to go conspiracy all the time. There will be a time for that. I'm sure at some point this series. I don't have the energy for it 3 games in.
But that's the argument that I have all the time is that, wait a minute. He go, oh, the Knicks should have won. They played like crap. I'm like, do you not realize that you only have one guy, if you're a Knicks fan, you only have one guy who can really handle the ball.
Right. And also,
they guarded him 94 feet.
And so what, like the Spurs, the last 90 seconds of game 2 but you counted that one. You're still up 2-0.
Oh, because Jalen Brunson, he was a dog then.
Yeah, he was a 7 for 35 dog with that one shot that he made.
Right.
I'll tell you, he's building a bit of a brick house.
I mean, he did take a lot of shots, which is what you want, right? If you're the Spurs, you don't care if he scores 32, but he takes 30 shots.
Well, we'll take a break. Get you caught up with your headlines. Will Manso.
I think I need to go smoke a cigarette or something.
Or drink some.
Yeah, you get hydrated on that good nut. I apologize.
This is not like
you didn't.
-1 for making it weird.
Making it weird. Now you play that? We just had a whole segment.
How are you going to give yourself a -1 and go and play that audio clip?
It just fired off, it hears good nut, and then all of a sudden the growl.
Absolutely not.
Back after this.
Dolphins.
Hey, don't sit down. Don't sit down. Give me a weather update, Leroy. Head on over to the Windowplex and give us another whoa, careful. Oh, easy, buddy. Weather report brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Helping keep your home and family safe when the storm rolls in. Visit tornadoroofing.com for your free roof and window estimate.
Looks like those clouds are farther west right now. Winds are coming out of the east. I see a plane taking off. It's still mostly cloudy. And I would say, is it 85, 90 degrees? It's been a little bit cooler, but it still seems muggy. Winds are probably about 5-10 miles an hour. But again, I'm looking out west. Those clouds look ominous. Be careful driving home, Jennifer.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
A lot of action outside the Windowplex right now. A lot of action. Headlines are brought to you by Doral Hyundai. In Miami, we go to the beach for a little solcito, and when we want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Hyundai. Yesterday, the Spurs took Game 3 against the Knicks, 115-111. The Marlins, they are back at it tonight. They take on the Arizona Diamondbacks. Max Meyer is on the hill for the Fish. So we'll look forward to that. You got that starting tonight. Marlins on deck. Gets going at 6 o'clock. Steven Strom will get you ready. And Jack McMullen will have your call from Lone Depot Park. Fish and Snakes going at it. Then you have the Stanley Cup Final resuming tonight. Game 4 between the Hurricanes and Golden Knights. Vegas leads that series 2-1. That gets going at 8 o'clock. Meanwhile, yesterday you had Sam Presti, the Oklahoma City GM. And he was defending SGA from all the haters of his floppery. I mean, people really, really did not like watching Shai Gilgeous-Alexander this playoffs. And this is what Sam Presti had to say on that.
Relative to Shai and the narrative on that, he's playing against 6 people. He's got 5 defenders, and the 6th defender is social media. And, that's a reality. And he's not going to be the last player that the machine decides to target. But no one's going to handle this gracefully, because when they turn it on somebody else, they're not going to step up there every night and not acknowledge it.
All right. Look, Sam Presti, you've done a marvelous job. Okay, I just want to say that up front. But please, dude, you're going to give me that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the first player in the history of players that has had to deal with social media? Are you effing kidding me? This dude was flopping around like a fish the entire playoffs, all right? And he took more liberties this time around. Let's not act like he didn't take more liberties with the falling all over the place, all right? He was falling Joel Embiid style this playoffs. It was ridiculous. And he wants to sit there and be like, oh, he has to deal with 6 defenders, the players on the court, and social media, but no one will handle it with more grace. Dude, are you kidding me? This guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, first of all, no one is sitting here because he gets chanted flopper at him. He's flopping. What are we doing? He's the only guy who's dealing with that on social media?
You know what? There's an answer to all this. Stop calling the fouls. I do believe once they realize, hey, you're not getting that call, they don't try to get it. But if you're going to call it, yeah, that's what you do. Everybody does it.
Everybody on God's green earth has to deal with the memes and the tweets. Social media is ruthless to every player. This is not new to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the machine, as you like to refer to it. That's hogwash, dude. I'm not trying to hear that. 2 MVPs. The guy's had a pretty good life. It's not like he's got some system against him. They vote on the MVP, Sam. He didn't get 0 votes. He got the most. The most. Ridiculous. Anyway, we also had Game 3 last night. The president was in the building, Stephen A. Smith didn't want him there. And then this is what President Trump had to say about that before entering his plane.
It was, I think, mostly cheers. It was loud and it was very enthusiastic.
Mr. President, ESPN commentator Stephen A. Smith, who was talking about running for president, said he would blame you if the Knicks lost the game. How do you respond to that?
I think he's a nice guy, but you need a certain aptitude to run for president. You need a high IQ. I'm not sure that Stephen has that. I don't think he does, actually.
Wow.
I mean, if that's not the pot calling the kettle black.
I mean, and also, like,
literally,
you didn't really address the allegations, which were, are you a mush?
Wait.
Clearly he is.
First of all, let's be clear.
-1 for deflection.
The mush never
-1.
calls himself a mush.
Right.
It's the outsiders. So he's never going to acknowledge that he's a mush.
13 straight wins. 13 straight wins until last night. I mean,
it's pretty poetic.
It is. Those are hard allegations to beat from mushness. You could try, but that really wasn't the point. Whether or not Stephen A. Smith has a high IQ, what he said is if you lost, he'd blame you because he thinks you're a mush.
Right. Which has nothing to do with. I think they ask questions sometimes to get him.
Oh yeah,
to get him.
Of course.
I can't lie. I would too.
You do it to me.
Oh, we know you
know.
would. We know you would.
Mr. President, he declared you a mush, and also he wants to run for president.
And then he'll go, what news outlet are you from?
That WQAM, sir. The fake news. The fake. Oh man. But yeah, there was look, a mush is a mush. I don't know what to tell you, dude. Look, if you don't believe you're a mush, you go back for game 4. I don't believe he is. I think he said he's busy.
Oh no.
Got the UFC
he's busy, all right. Do you understand if he went to another game, what would Knicks fans would lose their mind?
No, it was mostly cheers, he said.
Why are you smiling?
What?
Because it was not mostly cheers.
He said it was mostly cheers.
That's great.
It's his experience.
Mm.
That's what he
He's a
heard.
distorted reality.
I mean, he was there. He was boots on the ground. He said it was mostly cheers.
Carter Verhage.
Trae Young's going to get $40 million a year. This was the one that got me the a couple hours ago.
They re-upped him?
They haven't yet, but I saw it was reported that he was going to get 3 for 120. And I was like, man, really?
Man,
that's a lot of scratch for Trae Young still. I mean, what am I to do with Trae Young got traded away from the Hawks and they got better? I know, like, you know, he led him to an Eastern Conference final a couple of years ago. That's cool. But man, he's still getting $40 million a year. Seems a lot of scratch for Trae Young, which did make me worry a little bit because I was like, man, Trae Young's getting a lot of money. What the hell is Norman Powell going to think he deserves? Norman Powell just made the All-Star team. He's not getting $40 million a year, or at least I don't think anybody's going to pay him $40 million a year.
Nope.
$40 million a year for Trae Young? Would you pay that?
No. What are you kidding me? I don't want a basketball player I can put in my back pocket and go home after the game. Put him in my back pocket like a damn golf pencil. No.
Man, crazy. All right, we'll take a break. Will Manso's going to join us later on this hour. We'll talk to a little Miami Heat with the great Will Manso, and we'll take a break. Back after this. until 2 here on the program. Will Manso going to stop by later on this hour. I want to let you guys know, big week in sports, all right? I'm telling that to both Jennifers on screen right now. Big weekend in sports, big week in sports as the greatest beautiful game tournament of them all gets underway this week. And we're going to have a Michelob Ultra watch party coming up on Friday night at the bar in Coral Gables. All right, get your red, white, and blue on. USA versus Paraguay as they get this puppy underway. And not only are we going to party and we're going to watch a little of the beautiful game, Jennifer, but our friends at Michelob Ultra are giving everybody a chance to win tickets to an upcoming World Soccer match right down here in South Florida. So if you guys want to enjoy the boys in red, white, and blue take on Paraguay, I don't care how many pyrotechnics they got, how many fireworks they send off their team with, all right? This is where USA Soccer takes over, Jennifer, okay? We're going to be watching it at the bar in Coral Gables on Friday night, and you'll have a chance to win some tickets to an upcoming World Soccer match, a big one, right down here in South Florida, courtesy of our friends at Michelob Ultra. So check that on out. All right. Hope to see everybody there. I will be there. Boots on the ground, boots on the pitch, boots on the bar.
Nothing like a bar party.
Might be under the bar. We'll see. Is that part of the game at the bar? To get under the bar? Man, I had a lot of tequila on that gondola. Let me tell you something.
Really?
Yeah, dude. What? How are you going to go to Mexico and not have tequila?
Straight up?
What? Yeah, of course, dude.
Ice? No ice? On the rocks?
Shots.
Mm.
What? Why are you looking at me like that?
What about the children?
Wasn't driving. Had a bus and a gondola. You ever have somebody steer you on a gondola? Don't need to steer. Then at one point, the guy had a luchador mask on. And I was like, where did that come from?
I'm sure that made
maybe
you
that tequila
very
saw a
excited.
luchador mask.
Oh, dude, there was really a luchador. I'm telling.
It's just your imagination.
He was hallucinating.
Hey, keep in mind, I was with you when you started shadow boxing. So that's not out of the
Listen, I can handle my tequila, all right? I'm not like these lightweights that were on the boat with me, all right?
Can you handle a zip line?
No. Well, I did handle most of the zip line. It was just the water one at the end. I sent you a picture of this.
So
I can give visual aid to where this has happened. And so Leroy can take a look at where the trajectory was. So if you look at the start, so I would say like
where's the start?
Wait, yeah, where's the start?
The start is the picture, the start of the frame. The end is the waterfall caves.
Perfect.
Okay.
Oh, you dropped.
I think
did you drop before the water dropped?
I want to say right as I got, like right before it got 2 feet in bounds, right before the waterfall is where I was starting to sink and having to swim backwards. The idea, I believe, is to be through the waterfall, but that is not where I landed.
Oh, you didn't get to the waterfall.
I think I got like right in front of the waterfall.
Were you supposed to at one point pick up your feet or something and kind of like,
I mean,
more than like sit down, but more lay down?
Question.
All they kept saying is knees up, lay back.
Okay,
but this
so like
one
lay
was,
down. That's what
yeah,
I'm
but
saying.
this one was different, Jennifer. It doesn't. This has.
But he's telling you to do it so you don't drown or have your torso.
Well, I didn't
in the
dry. I mean, I didn't drown. I mean, it was very
Almost.
shallow.
Did you have your legs up?
Yeah. Do you
I mean,
not see how low the thing gets?
Yeah, but you said your torso.
But you
was
said
in the
your
water.
torso is in the water.
Yeah.
So she's
So
saying
what?
maybe you
Your
should've laid
buttocks hit the
straight,
water
like
first.
laid straight, like
And why do you think that?
like luge.
What?
You think luge was saving physics?
Oh, we're back to luge.
Oh no, we're back to luge. So your buttocks hit the floor. Hit the water first.
Sure did.
And then your torso.
Yeah.
And then you put your legs down.
Did your head?
Well, then I had to.
So was the apparatus that you were in allow you to lay up, or did you have to almost do like a crunch? So you had to physically hold yourself up, or did they have something?
Well, I didn't realize where I was. I was going backwards, so I didn't realize it until it was too late. That I was like, oh, I ran out of real estate.
So then, how did you get to the cave?
I swam backwards. Backstroke.
So everybody in your family did it. You were the only one that hit the water.
Sure was.
And did you go first or last?
Last.
Okay, so they didn't see it.
No, my kids saw it.
Were they?
I didn't really say anything. I was just like, yeesh. I was like, that didn't hold up.
No. Somebody said something. I know Tommy said something.
No, they were fine.
Did Dee say anything?
No.
No.
She was exhausted and tired. I mean, the whole thing was a whole.
Because you got to walk to get to the top of the.
Yeah.
And that was the exhausting part.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
You said that Tobin caused that earthquake by Cuba.
That's horrible.
That was
That's
crazy.
awful.
I heard Hockman talking about that on the way home yesterday. I was like, what do you mean earthquake?
I didn't
I
find
thought
out
he was
until
making things up.
nighttime.
I was in Vegas when they had the earthquake in LA. And
But
all
that's
the
more
chandelier-
common.
No, I know.
Here,
I know. Over
crazy.
here, it's weird, right?
That is super weird. Super weird. We don't get a lot of those. I mean, Cuba, I've heard getting earthquakes, but to get all the way over here, that
People
was
felt it in Orlando and upstate.
That's
but
crazy.
I didn't feel anything.
That's crazy. Very, very strange situation. Karen says gravity. Gravity kicking Tobin's ass more than Julian Hill anytime touchdowns. You're not kidding, dude.
Dude, I need to be there.
No, come on an adventure.
Go on the zip line.
You realize that involves you having to be in the water, though.
Exactly.
What do you mean?
And on a zip line.
And you won't
And you're
drown.
not going to do either of those things.
You're not ziplining.
Come on, Leroy. Take one for the team.
Can I just say this? I don't know how you're going to take this.
Mm-hmm.
To see that,
Yeah.
I would zip line.
Wow.
What, into water?
I do want to.
That's it. It's a trip.
Because guess what? That would be the entertainment
I think
for the trip.
You know what?
You would drown
I
from
actually
how much
hope-
you're laughing.
I hope. I do hope this does happen, but I will maintain the last time that we were both involved in a water sport didn't go well for you.
What?
The wakeboarding.
Oh yeah.
Listen.
But wait, I wasn't the only one.
You were the
You
only
didn't
one.
make it all the way around either.
And further than you did every time.
Yeah. No, I was impressed.
I'm gonna sneak in this little trip, and I'm gonna be the one with the GoPro in my hand or whatever the new camera is called, and I'm filming everything.
No, so
everything.
So guess how far in the little, the wakeboard where you grab the rope.
Just
Were
for
you there?
Our people.
Were you here at that time?
No.
Okay. So you remember
You're
Alana?
lucky I wasn't here.
Alana?
Mm-hmm.
She threw up. Remember
It wasn't her. I think it was Jason who threw up.
Was it Jason?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I know
She didn't throw
Jason.
up.
Too much seawater.
And then there was one guy who, no lie, he was dressed as Extreme Games. He had the new board. He had the whole outfit.
Who was that?
Just
didn't
some
work for
random
us.
guy.
He just showed
And
up.
we were sitting there, so we like, oh, this is gonna be good. He jumped on the thing. They have trick. He went on the trick, and I thought he fell, and I thought the pole was gonna, because he fell. He bounced all over the little thing.
Yeah.
And then he comes back and said, I did not want to do that.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, Will Manso from Local 10. The Miami Heat have a new TV home. We'll talk to Local 10 sports director about it. He joins us next. All right, welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM as the NBA Finals are now 2-1 Knicks after the Spurs win yesterday at that tourist trap. And good for Wemby and the boys to actually make this a series. We'll see if we can have an epic Knicks choke. That would be delightful. That would be a nice way to end the summer. I would enjoy that, Leroy.
People that have been living like the Knicks fans have for all these years, these are the kind of things that happen.
They lose tomorrow with squeaky cheeks. I'm telling you, dude. Let's go out to the Toyota of Hollywood guest line. Shop over 2,000 Toyotas on sale at one location. Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. ToyotaofHollywood.com. Yesterday, we got the news that your Miami Heat have a new television home for this upcoming season, and that will be on WPLG Local 10. And Local 10 sports director, Miami Heat reporter, Will Manso, joining us there. Will, hello. Thank you for joining the show, man. How are you?
I'm good, excited. Yesterday was a big day. Yesterday was a big day at Channel 10. It was a long time coming, a lot of work behind the scenes to get it done. So we're happy because it's free over-the-air television for Heat fans.
Was, like how long were you sitting on this one, Will? How long did you have the feeling like this was going to come down the pipe?
You know how it is when it comes to business guys. You guys do the radio on TV, on camera stuff, and the business people handle the business. So they would text me updates and let me know. Like 2 weeks ago, I felt pretty good that this was going to happen. And then they said, hey, hang tight. There's still like paperwork. It was down to like where the final wordage of contracts and stuff. The good news is the whole process was easy. Like the Heat really wanted to be with us because they wanted to give their fans that ability now to watch over the air free TV. And obviously we wanted to do it because after shifting from ABC, we wanted to get really good programming on our air. And what's better than having Heat games year round?
It really is a pain in the butt to have to find your local team on channels. I mean, how many teams do we have? Hey, what channel is so-and-so on? I don't know. What is that in your area? Like, it really is terrible.
And Leroy, it was the one question I got last year more than anything. Most people would come up to me and be like, hey, are you still on the Heat broadcast? Because I haven't watched games. Like, I haven't seen any games.
Right.
Other people are just angry, like, man, forget the Heat. I'm not going to watch games. I can't even get them, or I got to pay this amount of money. And look, we all understand it's a business. There's money to be made. And the Heat certainly did the right thing all these years because these companies were giving them millions and millions of dollars, and the whole system of regional networks was big dollars for teams. But I think teams are realizing now that there's still money to be made, but also money and goodwill with your fans. And if you're trying to build goodwill, what better way to say that, hey, our product is free to you. Like, we want you to come to games. We want you to buy merchandise. But if you just want to sit on your couch or on your phone and on an app and watch a game, you can do it for free. And that's as good as it gets.
And the app is free.
The app is free. I give our station credit. Let me tell you, I don't know the technical side, but they created an app where it's geofence. So it's only from Broward through Monroe, obviously through Dave, this whole South Florida market. If you have it, you can put it on your smart TV, you can watch on your phone, your iPad. It's absolutely free. The app is free, and to watch the games is free. You don't have to pay any subscription.
What if you guys geo-fenced it up into Lake Worth?
I talked to the one thing I did. I asked Michael McCullough yesterday with the Heat, who obviously does a great job. Is there a business head from a marketing perspective, CEO? He told me, look, this was priority one to get it locked down. Priority two now, which is the new priority, is to make sure our fans in Palm Beach County, our fans out in the West Coast of Florida can find a way to watch Heat games. So they're on it. They're on it. I have confidence that they're going to figure it out.
Talking to Will Manso, Local 10 Sports. Hey, Will, could you? I think your Bluetooth is funky in and out. Would you mind either taking one of them off or whatnot? Because I think it's kind of it's giving a weird sound and feedback.
Is that better? Is that better, or is that not making it?
No, it's kind of the same. I don't know if you guys will get that whole thing situated. Just want to be sure.
I wouldn't even noticed if you wouldn't have said nothing.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
All right.
How about this? How about we do
rocking with it?
What if I do speaker? Is that worse or better?
That sounds way better. Sounds awesome.
Better? Except I messed up my angle. There we go. So if I'm a little sideways, I apologize.
Now your angle is awesome and your sound is absolutely
Are
perfect.
you really trying to, instead of turning your phone straight, you're trying to
the angle's perfect.
You're trying to turn your head crooked?
That's a professional. Listen, he needs everything.
Tell me, that's right. You just got to, Leroy, you just go like this, and now it's straight.
Yeah. He looks straight to. It looks completely straight to us. So, Giannis fodder, what is the thing that you're following every single day? Like, is there something that you found interesting with whether they're hanging out down here or rumors or rumbles? What is the thing with the Giannis that you love the most?
So the last 72 hours have been interesting for me because I was in New York. Giselle and I went to New York for a quick vacation getaway. We visited some friends. Wasn't there for the Knicks series, obviously, but happened to be there. So see the difference between Knicks fans and the excitement of like, they're playing the finals, they're going to win a championship, and they were up 1-0 when we got there, and they won game 2 while we were there, and then obviously prepping for game 3. Anyways, seeing that between Heat fans who are just like living on every moment. So I'm like in one world watching this Knicks stuff, and another world getting text and reading articles, the pictures of Giannis in Miami and all this stuff. My feel is this, guys, and I could be completely wrong. This is the most confident I've been that this could actually happen because I feel like something is going to happen with Giannis. Like he is going to be moved, in my opinion. I think it's pretty clear that they've reached that stage. Where in previous years, you always thought, well, maybe they'll figure it out. And look, they have. He hasn't been traded. I think the Heat are in the best position. I think they clearly want him. I think where there's smoke, there's fire, and I do think there's a lot of smoke. But until that move is done and it's official, I'm not making any proclamations. But man, it's exactly it's exactly what they need. And can we please stop? And I'm sure you guys have discussed in the show. Can we please stop with he's 31, he's going to start breaking down, and you got to give up young players? No, I don't want to see any version of this team that's been the last few years where we've seen what their peak is. Right. I want to see a new version and bring me a superstar, and we'll worry about the rest, in my opinion. Doesn't mean it's going to win a championship. Doesn't mean it's a guarantee. But look, Jimmy came, and there were talks about Jimmy, about him and his fit and all that stuff. And all he did was take him to 2 finals. So I don't want to hear any of that stuff.
Well, does this have – how's this different than Dame? Because Dame said he wanted to come here, and he would only come here and ended up in Milwaukee. And from what I've heard, they're a little bit irritated with Giannis and that some of the things that he did last year rubbed the organization the wrong way. So who's to say they're going to accommodate him? Especially when I know listen, it's the same owner as the Browns. So right. So who's to say somebody in that organization says, no, like we can justify by saying we got a better deal, but we're not gonna.
I think the difference in this is you're right. Look, there's no guarantee that they just don't say, screw it. We're going to look for another offer. And if we find one that's better or we think is equivalent, we'll go there. I don't think, number one, there are a lot of teams out there that want to fit Giannis right now because let's face it, with a year left in his contract, whoever trades for Giannis, you are saying, I'm going to sign him to another 4 years for a lot of money. I think the Heat would be willing to make that commitment because I know that they need something jarring. Pat Riley has said as much as like, they're always looking for something big. They need something big. It can't just be the status quo. So that's why I think the Heat are probably the best position. But to your point, sure, anything can happen the next week where another team comes and says, you know what? No, we'll throw you an extra first-round pick. We'll do this. We'll sign Giannis long-term. And they pick that instead. I just don't see right now where that team is, but it certainly could happen.
I mean, because remember when Toronto signed Kawhi, everybody thought that he wasn't going to even show up, and they ended up winning the championship.
Yeah.
And then he left. So how you know a team says, you know what? I don't care if he signs. We want this 1 year.
There's possibilities for anything. I just think Giannis's perspective is unique. I do think not that Dame didn't mean a lot in Portland. Obviously he did. I do think Giannis being a multiple-time MVP and what he's established to the community can have a little say. But the idea that a player could truly dictate everything is wrong because in the end, he can't. In the end, it is the owners in the front office that decide. But I just feel, guys, I don't know. Tobin, I know you're scared. I understand why Heat fans are a little nervous, but we're going to find out soon enough. And it's exactly what this team needs. They need a shot in the arm in the worst of ways because the idea that this team is going to run it back is not the idea any Heat fan wants to hear, or anything similar to a running back.
Look, I like Yakachonos as much as the next guy. I love, what he's bringing to the table, and I'm sure that he's going to have a fantastic career. I'm just saying, Will, it feels like it's time. D Wade has said the team needs a bit of a buzz. They need something. Look, even if they don't get Giannis, I don't think they are going to sit on the sidelines. Like, I think they're going to peruse, and they would look. They may kick the tires on Durant again. They may go look at.
They may look at Ja again. They may look at Ja.
They just need. We can all agree they just need something to wrap their arms around and give the fan base some juice to this year, even if it's a little like question marky or has some kind of a knock on it. Like The Norm thing was cool last year. It fell in their lap. They obviously needed it with Tyler hurt, but now is the time where you keep declining of going finals, gentleman sweep, get swept, not make the playoffs. Now is the time.
Going the wrong way.
Going the wrong way.
They're going the wrong way, and they know it. And the thing is, they know it. To your point, they're not going to. I don't think it'll be the run it back. But look, at some point, you're going to run out of options, right? Like if Giannis doesn't work out and Kawhi isn't really available, and Ja you just don't think is a fit for whatever reasons, you're running down the list. Now you're looking at a Norm Powell type move, and that's just not going to excite the fan base. And I love what Norm did last year. And especially that first half, he was great, but it didn't move the needle. It didn't, because to move the needle on this particular franchise and this particular roster next to Bam, they need a superstar. And Giannis is the superstar that's available. And if they got to do everything in their power to try to get him, and anybody that's available on that team, I love all those guys, but they need to move. Like if Channel 10 is trying to trade me, is trying to get Ryan Seacrest to host shows, or trying to get some big name to trade me, go ahead. I understand. You go for the big names. Like you cannot just discard it because of young talent, because that young talent's not going to win you championships. Superstars are.
Do we have any? Do you have any ideas in the hopper for this upcoming season on Local 10? Like as far as Heat programming is concerned, like is there anything in the hopper cooking up there?
Hey, here's the beauty of it. Now that we got the deal done, we're going to start working on things. Think about it. The one negative that when we move from ABC, right, to independent is that you're not affiliated, right? Like that whole image of, wow, you're an ABC affiliate kind of loses that luster. The beauty of it is that you have all the real estate in the world. Like we got Jeopardy and Wheel. We just announced recently we're getting Family Feud, which is a big ratings hit in prime time. And now we have Heat games. So we have all this real estate. We're moving things around. So we're going to work on a lot of cool stuff, obviously doing stuff in-game, post specials, we have all the real estate in the world because we're an independent station. We don't have to there's no programming that says, okay, you can't remove this programming. So we got a lot of exciting things hopefully cooking up.
You find any of this Dolphins off season interesting? Have you found the OTAs, the mini camps? Has anything tickled your fancy?
I know there's an OTA or a mini camp going on today. We have our Casey Hinton reporter out there. I was out there to meet Coach Hafley. Have you guys talked to Hafley yet? I'm sure he's been on the show, right? Did he come on the show?
No, not with us. No, he's always working when we're on.
He's always. Oh, that's true. But he's. I really like Haf. I do. I think he's got a good plan. I think he's saying all the right things. I feel good about the direction that they're going. I feel good about the idea that him and Sullivan have in place. But obviously, it's going to be one of those things, man. It's a work in progress. It's going to be so. To your question on the excitement, it's hard to get excited over an OTA minicamp because, what are you seeing? Their top pick was an offensive lineman. He's going to be excellent, I think. I think he's going to be excellent, but he's an offensive lineman. So it's not like you're looking at a skill position like, oh, here's your QB of the future. Here's your wide receiver that can make plays. Devon Achane is your one, given on offense, but it's going to be a major work in progress, guys. So I think we're going to have to be patient. But I do like Hafley. I do like his plan, his ideas, and we'll see where it goes. But I think we know where this year is going to go. They're going to be in the sweepstakes for one of those big quarterbacks in the offseason.
Yeah, it feels unless Malik Willis hits on him. I will say,
but even if he hits, you're still gonna play. Especially these two guys with being with Green Bay, they're still gonna draft the guy and let him sit watch.
They said it.
Even if he works out, does not mean they won't take a quarterback.
Sure. Unless Malik Willis has a 30 touchdown All Pro type season where it's like he looks like the next year. Yeah, exactly. Where it's Aaron Rodgers or Jordan Love, the guys they had there in Green Bay, where this is my guy. I think, and they said it as much as they like to draft or sign a quarterback every pretty much every year or every 2 years at most. They're going to keep looking until they find the guy. And maybe Willis is the guy. By the way, the one thing I have heard out there, and the couple of times I've been out there, I haven't been out there much, is that Malik Willis is impressive. It's funny. The first time I saw him in person was at F1. We were doing hot laps during F1 week, and he was out there. And a bunch of the Dolphins guys were there. And I looked over, and I didn't recognize him at first. And I said, man, he's a lot stronger and bigger in person than I thought. He's a thick dude. He's a strong legs, strong upper body. He's a big guy. So you can see why that dimension of a guy who's tough to tackle, can run, can throw on the run is going to be impressive to watch. So let's hope that's what ends up happening.
Well, check out Will Manso's work. Happy that the Heat have a home there with Local 10. If you could talk to anybody, Will, to get that geo fence up to Lake Worth, I would appreciate it to find me some solution for the games, but I'm happy for it. I definitely could say, even with the Panthers being on broadcast, I love that, just the simplicity of it, the homie of it, of having a local station do it again. So I know you guys will do a bang up job. So congrats to getting the Heat, and we look forward to all your coverage this year, man.
We'll talk in about 2 weeks when hopefully they get Giannis.
Oh, please, finally, thank you. Thank you, Will. Appreciate it.
All right, anytime.
There you go.
Hey.
Will Manso always does a fantastic job, and go check out his work with Local 10 and the Miami Heat. Fantastic. And want to let you guys know one more time, we got a World Cup coming down the pipe, and everybody's excited about all the big games. Now, coming up on Friday at the bar in Coral Gables. All right, you got USA, Paraguay, and we're going to be watching the U.S. start off their little run here in the beautiful game tournament. All right, everybody's excited for it. It's a Michelob Ultra watch party, and our friends at Michelob Ultra are going to give you a chance to win tickets to an upcoming World Soccer match right down here in South Florida. We got some excellent games coming on. Uruguay, nobody's excited to have them down here. They're taking on Capo Verde, taking on Saudi Arabia. So if you guys want to check some of the action or maybe win your way in to see some of that, you might want to be at the bar in Coral Gables on Friday night as we're giving away a pair of tickets to an upcoming World Soccer match over there here in South Florida. So come on over. I'm going to be there watching the action. USA and Paraguay. Can't wait to be there with Michelob Ultra. They got some giveaways. They got the Michelob Ultra crew there. They're usually giving out the brewskis there. It's going to be a great time will be had by all right? Beer and the beautiful game. How could you miss it? Plus a chance to win some tickets to an upcoming match. Hope to see you out there at the bar in Coral Gables on Friday night. We'll take a break. Thanks again to Will Manso. Final hour coming on up after this. Here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. George Lopez is going to stop by the program. He is going to be performing at the Hard Rock Live on Thursday. So we will speak to the comedy legend George Lopez. He will stop by later on this hour. Excited about that. Also, we're going to give you a weather update, which is brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping homeowners stay safe this storm season. Visit tornadoroofing.com for a free roof and window estimate. Currently, right now, 86 degrees, partly cloudy down here. Wind gusts up to 13 miles per hour. But it looks like we're going to have a day free of showers, even with the ominous clouds. At least down here in Miami, Leroy. I don't know about over you in Broward, but
looks ominous.
yeah, it does look a little ominous. Let me see. I'll look at your ride right now.
What about
sunrise?
Up there by you with no coverage?
No
Can't
coverage.
even watch the.
I know. Sucks, dude. Sucks. They got to do it for me, right? Like if you're going to fix heat television for anybody in Palm Beach County, you got to do it for Old Tobes. And I understand I go to a lot of home games, so I don't need it for every game, but I definitely need it for the road games. I mean, you're not going to make me drive to Orlando even if I'm close to it. That's not polite. So
What were you watching it on before?
The rat bastard FanDuel app.
Oh, the app.
Yeah.
Right. You can't even do the app.
No, I don't want it. And I trust me, I don't want to do the app. I mean, I'll pay. I'm not against paying for my television. I'm not against paying for my sports, but I would like it free. You know, everybody else getting it for free this year. I would like a free year.
Right.
You know, what are you going to do? Make me pay for the NBA app? And then, it's going to be all stupid because it's going to be like, yo, you're blacked out. I know that this is going to happen. So I am going to need the Heat to fix it. I'm not going to yell at it because right now I want priority to be get me Giannis or get me John Morant or get me Kevin Durant, eye on the prize. But there is going to come a time where I'm going to have the fix it rant. So to avoid that, they should just fix it early.
Just thinking ahead here.
Just thinking ahead. For your old pal Tobes up there in the 561. What they've done is great. All right. I'm not here to poo-poo it in any way possible. That is a great thing. I'm glad everybody's going to have easy access to the Miami Heat, and they especially get off that rat bastard FanDuel app, which was, and I cannot stress this enough, the worst. So I'm happy that's gone. I know that Local 10 is going to knock it out of the park. However, I would like Local Tobes to have some coverage if they don't mind for me. Thank you.
So if you go on the app here and drive to your house, by the time you get to your house, it'll just shut off? Or would it stay
What do you want
connected?
me to do? You want me to do you want me to play a game of chicken where I have to go to Broward and then go to the county line and then start streaming it back up? No, I'm not going to do that. How about you just fix it?
I'm not
It's
saying
a terrible
that. I
plan
just
by you.
asked. I didn't say you had to do it. I just asked.
Well, what other
does it
way would
cut
you
off?
surmise that plan that you had? Because it made it sound like you want me to run to the Broward line
So
and then drive back.
you
to Palm
do
Beach.
all streaming. You don't have like DirecTV or anything like that.
Streaming.
Okay.
DirecTV has streaming too.
No, I know. I stream DirecTV.
Okay.
But I can get all the. I get.
You're
all,
in Broward.
No, but I get other teams too.
Who?
Huh?
Who?
I can just go to that 900 thing and let me watch a lot of games.
You probably have you know what they do a lot of times if you had DirecTV forever, because I used to get this. I got like the NFL ticket for free for like 7 years.
Right.
So you probably got like a loyalty. They probably gave you like the NBA package for free.
They ain't got no loyalty.
They
You
do have
like-
loyalty.
Really?
They did.
Yeah.
They did. Then they lost the package. I was like, well, there's no point of having you anymore. Sorry.
Right.
Because I was getting it for free for like 7 straight years. And then when they lost, I was like, oh, not really a point of having DirecTV anymore. Doesn't seem to have a point. Anyway, the headlines, those are brought to you by Doral Hyundai. In Miami, we go to the beach for a little solcito, and when we want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Hyundai. Dolphins had OTAs today, and
Why are we so concerned with OTAs? You
Football.
You have, but in fairness to you, right? You have absolutely no idea what they're trying to accomplish, and
why would you say I don't?
You don't.
What do you mean?
Neither do I.
No, we know.
No, what are they trying to accomplish?
Setting a culture.
And what else?
Install a new scheme.
New playbook.
Yeah.
Right.
Tit for tat.
Okay.
and obviously trying to figure out what their hierarchy is with promotions for whatever reason. Unnecessary front office promotions that confuse everybody.
We're back to this.
He's not going to drop it till he finds out.
I'm just curious. Like, what does that mean that there's a guy who's an executive vice president of football operations? I thought that was Hafley. I mean, I thought that was Sully. Now there's another executive vice president. Where's Troy Aikman? Where's his title? Grand Poobah of football.
Wasn't it Daddy something? What was it?
Big Daddy football.
Big Daddy
Where
football.
is it? Where's his title? This doesn't make sense. That's all. What's Dan Marino's title? Does he have a title?
No.
Or is it just Uncle Dan?
No, he had a title.
He had a title?
He didn't want it.
No, he was president of football operations. But
He didn't want it.
He dumped that in a week. But that
No,
was like
but he
20
was
years
on
ago.
the. He was on the.
He was on the list?
Yeah. Hold on.
Special advisor?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Because you
Special
can
advisor.
when you're a special advisor, you can
That
kinda-
means you
can do
no.
whatever
That
you
means
want.
you just do a couple of events. You hang out with the owner,
Hobnob.
and you get,
It's a great
low
job.
check.
Jeff Hafley today was asked about Kenneth Grant, who's been getting some good reviews this offseason. Here's what he had to say on him.
I think he's taken a step forward. I think he's changed his body. He's faster. He looks more like the guy that I saw on his college tape with his lateral quickness, his pass rush ability, his ability to play the run, just the way he's moving. And I also think that goes back to year one, lack of experience, lack of reps, lack of maybe a little bit of confidence as you're out there. And I just feel like right now he's starting to believe in himself and his abilities that we know that he has. And hopefully once the pads come on, we'll see that to continue.
Wonderful news. You don't concur?
Yeah, it's the second year. It's quite normal.
What's your deal, dude?
When you get
What's the
done
problem?
here,
You-
let me explain.
You against football?
No,
You against football excitement?
let me explain to you
He's
how it
just
works.
hungry.
No, not yet.
You are. You've
Let me
been saying
explain
it for hours.
Let me explain to you how it works. When you get out of college and get drafted, you don't have a break. You go straight from that to OTAs to minicamp or whatever. Then you play the season, right? So it gets a little, hectic. Then that next year, you have your first real off season. You're just doing lifting, you're doing football stuff, but your life is not helter-skelter, right? Usually that's when they say you see your biggest improvement. And part of that is because you don't have all the other stuff to worry about getting ready for football. So your body changes. You don't have to go to class. So your body changes. Your workout regimen changes. You have more time to rest, and you become more ready to play football. That's a normal thing in football your second year. So for people to say, like don't get caught up in it.
No one's caught up in it. I mean, it's just nice to hear.
Okay.
Okay.
I told you look better at the end of the year. So, if you just built
So
on
imagine
that-
how much better he looks from then.
Right.
Yeah. So you're on the
Exactly.
same page.
Still not playing football though.
Yeah.
So how can you honestly say how much better he looked? He looks faster. He looks quick. Yeah, that's because he not getting hit.
Carpe diem, dude.
What does that mean, Tobin?
That means seize the day, Jennifer.
Mm.
You can only
What movie
win.
is that from?
What?
What movie is it from?
Is it from a movie?
Yeah.
It's quoted in a movie.
Dead
but it's been
Poet
quoted
Society.
in plenty
Yeah.
of places.
Dead Poet Society.
Well, listen.
Have you
Seen
ever
it.
seen that movie?
I think I've seen parts
Really
of it.
good movie.
Seen parts of it.
Fantastic movie.
Yep.
It's right up there with Love Island. The point is, Kenny G is only winning the
Why
days
you-
that are in front of him.
Why you insult Mork and Mindy?
Why?
Mork.
Robin Williams is great.
Yeah.
It's no Huda.
Oh my god! And he picks the one I can't
And
stand.
he picks the worst
most.
one. She makes for great television. Just like Melanie.
Just like Robin Williams did.
Don't even put them in the same sentence.
You're insulting his career.
What?
Dude, they're not even stopping. Leroy already has a swimmer's hairdo. Thank you.
How does it feel?
Hmm?
How does it feel
What?
to be told that?
That ship has sailed years ago. I can't do nothing about it. Tobin hit the water, and those kids yelled out, "Free Willy."
Mature.
Where are you seeing this?
It's
that
from
has to
like
be
hours ago.
hours
Is the
ago.
thing.
He just opened the chat.
I just opened it.
He's just very distracted.
Right.
I'm not distracted.
He
Minus
can,
one.
he can
Oh
read
my
our old
goodness.
comments, but he can't talk football.
Mhm.
Huh?
What?
I can talk football. I like
Or
talking.
OTAs.
I like talking things that matter in football.
Okay, great. So let's talk about leadership. This is Jeff Hafley today on how Malik Willis and Zach Sieler have been leaders, dude.
Malik's done a really nice job of, having guys over his house, just like Sieler's done that, trying to get guys around. Brooks has done an unbelievable job. T-Dot's hung out with the rookies. I spent a lot of time in the DB room. Trader has done a really good job, really kind of helping out those rookies and even talking to him, through his experience, him having a little bit of help. He feels now like he can help the rookie guys out. Pat Paul is another guy watching the O-line with Brewer. I see have, a leadership role right now. Those are just some of the guys off the top of my head.
I think Zach Sieler has a bonfire when you go over to his house.
Of course, it's already there.
Yeah.
I think they
Probably
tell
the
ghost
first thing you
stories.
see.
Yeah, they tell stories about Tua.
And Liam.
Those are the
For some
ghost
reason.
stories.
And Liam. So
I'll tell you
Leroy's
about-
hair.
Tell you about the time he blinded me.
What are you doing, Zach?
Wouldn't even look where it going. Put his fingers right up my face mask. Couldn't see.
Why are you having him talking like old Tex
He kind of talks
in a
like
Western
That's
movie?
how I imagine him
That. I know
talking.
how you talk.
Yeah. Cooking up s'mores.
I thought my vision was done for. I thought Zach Sieler's going to have to get through this league with one eye. Thankfully, equipment manager got me a visor. And then you had Liam Eichenberg blubbering like a baby. Oh, I'm sorry. Please don't say it was me. Everybody already hated him. So then I had to say, oh, it wasn't Liam Eichenberg, even though we all knew it was Liam Eichenberg who poked him in the eye. Boing. We called him Three Stooges behind his back.
I'm still trying to figure out why I feel
This
like
is
I'm
how we talk about football, Leroy.
I'm trying to figure out. He called Eichenberg EYE. Yeah, sounds like Eugene from The Walking Dead. Like, this is crazy.
What do you mean? That's
Like,
how he
I feel
sounds.
like so you have him walking in with like boots. And
That is how I
Spurs.
see
The
Yes,
boots
that-
actually have a little spinny
The
toe
Yeah,
back.
Spurs.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes.
you don't think Zach Sieler walks around town with Spurs on?
He has to.
I had, remember my buddy Steve Everett?
Mm-hmm.
He wore flip-flops,
Mm-hmm.
cargo shorts, and an army jacket.
You don't picture Zach Sieler spitting.
All
Did
the
the
time.
flip flops have a beer can opener, like a beer opener in the bottom?
You don't think that Zach Sieler's the type of guy that spits into one of those tins that go. I don't know what they call those
So
tins.
a spittoon.
Is that what it's
And then-
called?
So are you basically saying he walks around? He walks.
That needs to be clipped too.
So are you saying basically he walks around with special effects?
Of course.
I think when Zach Sieler's sitting, be like, "All right, guys, we got this run coverage." He go, hey, Zach, why is that on the field right now? Don't worry about it. Let's just go. You got to go stop Jahmyr Gibbs here. Football, dude. Take a break. We're back after this.
Good Lord.
WQAM broadcasting live from the Edmore Sawgrass Auto Mall Studios. Shop exceptional Cadillac offers now at the 3-time Cadillac Dealer of the Year, Edmore Sawgrass Cadillac. Visit EdmoreSawgrassCadillac.com. You're always backed by Morse. WQAM is turning the Citadel in Miami into your global soccer headquarters Friday, June 19th, as we kick off the summer with our Match 5 party. Celebrate soccer as the USA takes on Australia. Test your skills at soccer challenges. Snap a pic for the gram with your buzz. Enjoy free samples, the vibes, and all the activations. Friday, June 19th at the Citadel in Miami. The action starts at noon and it's free to attend. Get all the info at WQAM.com.
sponsored by Michelob Ultra. Michelob Ultra is the official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 26. Superior is worth playing for. Drink responsibly. And by La Llave, bold flavor, smooth espresso. Find Cafe La Llave at your nearest Publix.
Yep, he's planning another project. So this Father's Day at Lowe's, tap into free gifts for dad. Get a free Select Craftsman power tool when you buy a Craftsman V20 charger with 2 amp-hour and 4 amp-hour batteries. Plus, get a free DeWalt power tool when you buy a Select 20-volt Max XR 4 amp-hour battery kit. Dad knows our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 7/14 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
As a fitness coach, my active psoriatic arthritis can slow me down. With Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, I'm treating my skin and joint symptoms so I can keep moving. Skyrizi, a prescription-only injection for adults, helps me move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. And for those who have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible. With Skyrizi, there's no daily dosing. It's just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement. And that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
Hi, Joe Zagacki here for Williamson Cadillac. Miami moves to its beat. From brick on ice, ocean dry mornings, demanding elegance and presence, which Williamson Cadillac delivers. At Williamson, they're sure to have the new Cadillac you're looking for, the CT4, CT5, XT5, XT6, and the new all-electric Lyric. Get the most out of the South Florida lifestyle in a new Cadillac from your premier luxury dealership, located on US 1, just south of the Palmetto. Williamson Cadillac. Williamson is Miami.
Getting a little older doesn't have to mean, well, getting older. This is Jeff for the Atlantic Men's Clinic. And if you're feeling low energy, can't sleep, can't lose weight, are struggling with brain fog, or your sex drive is off, it's time to change it up. At the Atlantic Men's Clinic, our advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, PDA, and more treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you shed pounds, have more energy, enhance your body composition, improve sleep, increase your sex drive, and so much more, getting you back in the game again. So don't be older. Be stronger in the gym. Be sharper at work. Be better in the bedroom, and be more confident in every part of your life. So call us today and find out how our advanced treatment strategies could change the game for you. Your first visit includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on one of our advanced treatment plans on the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 877-455-7300 or go to atlanticmensclinic.com.
Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
Hurricane season's here, so now's the time to call Loctite Impact Windows, Doors, and Roofing. Their windows are Hurricane Category 5 rated. Loctite Impact provides 100% financing with 0 down, no interest, no payments for 1 year. And Impact Windows as low as $6 per month per window installed. Old or leaky roof, replace your old roof now and you can pay later. Plus 24/7 roof repairs ready for you. Don't wait for the storm. Make sure your home is protected today. Serving all of South Florida, Loctite Impact is the name you need to know.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America. Fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial pound law.
Officers Miami.
See website for details. BillsHappen.com is not a lender. It does not make credit decisions. Must be 18 years old. Not available in all states.
Honey, everything is so expensive and our bills are piling up.
You're telling me credit cards are maxed out, rent is due, and the car payment's right around the corner. We need some extra cash.
We should do what my friend from work did. She went to billshappen.com and got the money she needed the next day.
Our credit is not great. Are you sure that would work for us?
Billshappen.com is one of the largest personal loan networks. They can help people with all credit types get up to $5,000.
Sounds like it's going to be a hassle.
My friend said it was super easy. She did it right from her phone during her lunch break.
If you have a regular source of income, you can be approved for a loan for up to $5,000, and your cash can hit your bank account the next day. Billshappen.com's lenders have millions of dollars to lend, regardless of your credit history.
Guess what? I went to billshappen.com, and we're getting our money tomorrow.
Wow, that's fast. Problem solved.
If you need extra cash, go to billshappen.com. That's billshappen.com. Billshappen.com.
Yep, he's planning another project. So this Father's Day at Lowe's, tap into free gifts for dad. Get a free Select Craftsman power tool when you buy a Craftsman V20 charger with 2 amp-hour and 4 amp-hour batteries. Plus, get a free DeWalt power tool when you buy a Select 20-volt Max XR 4 amp-hour battery kit. Dad knows our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 7/14 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Cool ways to listen to us.
Okay, I'd like to hear them then.
On FM 104.3 or on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps. Same great shows, same great games. Plus, you can use the rewind feature and listen to anything you missed. Go for it.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It's interesting. I actually have Zach Sieler. This is exciting. I have him mic'd up today from practice. Everybody,
imagine what we were doing during the break.
What do you mean?
Imagine I literally walked out as I was hearing it.
Everybody got around here. Oh, defense, Kenny G, you over here, all right? You know, over here. You know, Zach, where'd you get that thing? Don't worry about it. Well, my word is oak.
Ew.
That one actually sounds disgusting.
That's disgusting.
Well, I had to clear things up. You know, I got to call this play on defense, even though I wouldn't do that because I'm not a linebacker.
You're not a green dot.
I'm not a green dot. Tell you what's green. This tobacco.
What is wrong with you?
Man's man, Zach Sieler. All right, everybody. Welcome to Chateau Sieler. Glad to have you here. We're going to have a tobacco spitting contest.
What? I thought you can't even finish that sentence.
No, he can't.
Malik Willis, you're up first. All right, give it a good old. Love it. That's top accuracy I love to see from our QB1.
That's disgusting.
Accurate. Tua couldn't do it.
It might be worse. Yeah, it might be.
It might be worse than what?
You know what?
Which one?
You know. That is atrocious.
Ew!
All the hairs on the back of my neck just stood up. Every single hair that I have on my body just stood up.
I couldn't mute this.
Absolutely not.
Oh man. That's a spittoon. You don't think he has one of those in his house? I bet he does. Or do you think he just goes cup? He just goes
cup.
The new age Cowboys just do cups.
2 cups.
Hawk Tua that mic.
No.
I'll tell you about that. Hawk Tua couldn't spit over that spittoon. Didn't have the strength.
Can you interview him this season and like play this for him?
Zach Sieler. You want me to interview
talk
Zach?
to him the way you're speaking right now.
Zach Sieler, welcome to the show. Oh, let me ask you this. Number one, you have a spittoon in your
Please.
I dare you.
Do you think he has a spittoon? No. Not even in the trailer.
No.
Have you ever used a spittoon?
No.
Why? Seems like it'd be fun.
What earth do you live on, dude?
Well, if I was a person who dipped or chewed, like I don't. But if I did, I feel like part of the fun would be having a spittoon.
Until you had to clean it.
I hope Glenn
You've
walks
hit-
in because
You've hit it.
what
What
is
is he
going
gonna
Hit the
say?
count. It's like
What is he
you've
gonna
hit it.
say? The town justice back?
He's gonna be like, "Are you proud of what you do?"
Actually, I am.
No. And I can't say nothing because during the break we sat here and laughed at it for 10
Of course
minutes.
you did. Of course you
And then
did.
now you're out here
And then
asking,
now
"What are we
you're-
doing?"
I know. That's why I didn't say nothing.
Minus one for deception. You let him on.
No, I didn't.
You let him do
Like,
it.
No, I don't.
You got yourself a third and short spittoon. And then you got third and long.
I'm just gonna the whole segment. I'm just gonna do this. I don't want to hear anything.
I'm the only one that keeps messing up my knees.
Yes.
Yes.
Look,
That's what happens when you don't sit in this chair. But you know what? Forget about it.
What do you want him to come in here and say? You want him to say, I don't like this bit?
I
she
don't know.
basically wants him to come sit in the chair.
I want him to stop this
Sprinkle water over
nonsense.
his head.
Stop. What are you talking about?
You, Zach Sieler.
That's okay. He's talking about Glenn.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh I thought you
Yeah.
was talking about Zach Sieler. No, we don't want Lynn.
On second thought.
I don't wait. I don't want
Stop!
Lynn.
Hey, Len!
That's how, you don't think he does that in the huddle?
No.
No.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, probably. Actually. They all do.
There's not people spitting on
But you
the
know what? I'm not in the huddle, so I don't care. I
Why
don't wanna
can't
hear
they
it.
have one of the water boys bring out his spittoon, for a break, just so he gets that real cowboy sound?
Mother Earth.
interview him?
Yeah, but it doesn't have the same oomph. You know what I mean? Do you think he has the spittoon on the sideline? Can we
No.
mic him up for that?
No.
Imagine that.
Yeah, that would be
you
fun.
would have a ball.
I would.
Dude.
We know.
He goes over to Jordan and goes, "Hey, Jordan, that was a tough series, you know." And then you have the NFL music.
Zach Sieler.
I'm gonna
You're... It's driving me nuts.
Hey, can you play some football music?
no. Please don't do it.
Why? I would just like to hear like how if we put the NFL films music with
You're having too
Zach
much fun
Sieler
here.
and the spittoon. Since they're gathering everybody around. SDI says, I thought the George Lopez was going to be the weirdest segment. Well, it may be. It's coming up here in a few minutes. But first off, we have Zach Sieler. Ah, the frozen spittoon tundra.
I don't know what's worse. The damage is done or this segment.
This is atrocious, is what this is.
I'm done. Okay.
Oh, how many times has he played it? I wish we had a count. I wish we had a count.
This is why this guy shouldn't have buttons.
You
He's like-
encouraged it, so I don't want to hear.
I didn't encourage it.
You
peep
did
from
during
you.
the break.
I don't want to hear a peep from you.
Why are you blaming me? You like I'm like with the
Tobin!
He's a child. Look at him. Having the time of his life.
I'm having the time of my life.
Is this what you did when you got off the zip line?
When I fell? Yeah, that was definitely me.
You
Mike.
didn't fall. Like gravity just dragged your ass down.
That is ridiculous.
The salt water he had in his mouth after falling in the water.
Oh, dude, you're not kidding. Especially in that other place.
I am disturbed.
Oh, man.
Whoa, what are we doing for the
That's good
fourth?
from
We
a-
blowing stuff up?
What?
Yeah.
That's usually you.
Not for
Yeah.
another month.
No, less than a month. What are you talking about?
It's basically a month.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
It's
it
the
is.
9th. June 9th.
Mm.
Less than a month.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, Bob.
Oh, man. That was crazy. Had fun, though. I mean, you gotta admit, Zach Sieler having a spittoon on the sidelines is a sight. I'd also like him to have the cowboy hat as like he puts that on when it's not helmet time. I think that'd be a great look too.
That would be a good look.
You know?
Wait, they're grading them. Dr. Toboggan. That's the best one. Bob was went to Dayton.
Oh, man. So we'll let you guys know that the world's biggest soccer tournament gets underway this week. You can trade the entire tournament on Kalshi. On Kalshi, you can trade every match from the opening stage all the way to the final. We got our first match in South Florida. It's going to be Uruguay against Saudi Arabia. Uruguay currently at 68% to win, so a $100 trade gets you a $148 payout. A draw, though, trading at 21%. So if you're feeling it could be even Steven there, a $100 trade gets you $477 on the payout. Meanwhile, we got USA and Paraguay coming up on Friday from Los Angeles. The Stars and Stripes currently trading at 50% to win their opening match, so a $100 trade pays out at $200. You can also follow the finals between New York and San Antonio, all the trade movement and maneuvers for Miami this summer. Check it all out on Kalshi, where you'll be trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house, and the probability changes so you can buy in or out of your position. And for a limited time, you download the Kalshi app, use the code Tobin, and get $10 when you trade 10. Kalshi, Kalshi. Trade the beautiful game. 18 plus only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see Kalshi.com/regulatory. George Lopez is coming to Hard Rock Live this Thursday. The comedic legend joins us next. All right, welcome back in, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. I'm very excited to talk to our next guest. You guys can go see this man at the Hard Rock Live at the Giant Guitar Hotel. And if you guys want to see just an absolute legend and a funny man, George Lopez joining us here on the show. George, appreciate the time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
How's the tour been going? How much have you enjoyed it?
You know what? The tour's been going great. I've been doing it for so long that, at some point you have to say, do I really, like being out there in these times, man, and is the travel too much or is anything? No, but it's a thing that started me when I was in high school, and then I, got the shows from it. So I feel a little bit, more connected to it, I think, at this age. And people come out, everybody's cool. It's been great.
Every time watching one of your comedy shows, just always felt like a party. Like your connection to your audience just is incredible vibes the entire time. Like, does it feel the same that it did? Like, do you get the same rush that you used to? Is it a different kind of rush? How is it these days?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I'll tell you, as a kid, I never smiled as a kid. My grandparents were hard on me. I don't remember ever just going through life with a smile on my face. So when in 1979, the third time I ever went on stage, the guy who was the MC said to me, "You're next." It's like 8:20 sold out, and I did great. Unimagined that I would ever do that well so young. And then, I smiled then on stage. And one of the things the guys said, they all followed me outside. And they're like, "Man, when he smiles, man, you just like instantly love him." And I remembered that. And then one time in the morning, we were taking pictures and the guy took a test shot and he said, "Smile." I said, Are you set up yet? And he's like, "No." I said, "I'll smile when it's for real." And then he took a picture and then I smiled. He looked back at me like this. But it's been, also there's a lot of the younger kids, I think that like that, or family members, but also I think what was I going to say? I've lost 70 pounds. So I think, and my hair is really long. So to me, I see myself, I'm not happy with what I see, but I see myself, but when they do, it's a bit, it's almost like, I won't say it's to catch a predator, but it's a little bit like, what is this? Who is this? Where's the other half of them?
It's like a whole new look. Like they're being reintroduced.
Yeah. I mean, the idea, if I button my jacket versus unbuttoning it, depending whatever my weight was, they were like, was his jacket buttoned? You can always tell how he feels.
But so when you're putting this show together, this tour, is this like a whole new show? Do you bring stuff of the faves that people have loved forever? How do you go about something like that?
Well, I think for me, the formula is always to kind of like when you grow crops, you put that soil under and then you start with the new stuff. So in a thread through all the HBO specials was that I always thought that everybody had some Latino in them. Like that. I would say I think Trump's Latino. They say, how come? Because he's remodeling a house that's not his. And he can't walk in a straight line, and his ankles are swollen, and he uses makeup to cover his bruises. I mean, so it's fun.
Yeah, I wanted to get your thoughts on this because you a longtime celebrity fan as far as like the LA Lakers is concerned. How does this whole work when it comes to big time games? And like you've supported a team forever, but now you have like an NBA Finals. Everybody wants those tickets. Yeah. How does somebody like George Lopez make sure like I got to be there?
Well, I know a lady. I know a woman. I know a woman that her family worked at Madison Square Garden. So if I was going to go, I would say to hit her up. But I mean, these tickets are ridiculous prices. In even when the Lakers won with LeBron, it's not the same as with Kobe or with Shaq. But the fact that the Knicks have, and I remember that's how old I remember when they won. The fact that they've waited almost 60 years to win. If I did want to go, I would almost say, give this to somebody who's been frustrated for the last 59 years. I don't deserve to go.
But if it's a Lakers series that you wanted to get to, like you got the in of how you're going to make that happen.
Yeah, in the beginning, it was the AEG did my concert, so you would go through them. But also, I went to Israel, maybe 12 years ago, around the time of Kobe's last game. And one of the producers here, Avi Lerner, said to me, you went to my country. My sister told me you were there. And he's like, anything you want. He gave me his 2 tickets for Kobe's last game because I went to Israel.
Did you have any reaction to Bam Adebayo down here in Miami passing Kobe Bryant's mark of 81 points when he had the
No, never, no. And even Shaq, when I did Shaq's podcast, he says, "Hey man, did you hate me when I was missing all those free throws?" I said, "No, dude, it's like, yes, but not here." But I mean, it's all part of, I remember I was with Ray Allen playing golf, and this guy, older guy, picked a fight with him, and you're like, out of the blue, where did these guys come from? I said, "Hey, Ray, did that guy tell you better speed up, or he's going to throw down on you?" He's like, "Yeah, man, this dude's like 5'6". So it's like the stuff that's like insanely fun, but way off. I mean, Shaq could have missed them all as long as we were winning, So it's just good, it's fun.
That's good, because I've seen like some of the Kobe fans who are like, and I felt bad because Bam, being the star of the Heat, he was a huge Kobe fan growing up, and I felt bad that he took heat for like even having this mark passed. And I know that Kobe is beloved and he loves him and all that, but some Lakers fans were just crazy about it that it finally got passed on.
No, man. I mean, this is sports, man. We passed Babe Ruth, Roger Maris, about those guys, Joe DiMaggio, that streak. Those things are made to be broken. So actually, and a lot of times when the players were around Bill Russell or Kareem, whoever was passing the thing, that player was there to say, "Hey, congratulations," and now you're going on to the thing. But I mean, listen, man. Anytime they remember Kobe's going to be great, because these players now, they're really, really young, and even Jordan might not even pop on the list for them.
Yeah, it's crazy how much the gap has been there, and so people can now almost get reintroduced to it from that perspective.
Yeah, the greatest one. I was a huge Dr. J fan. And I was in the 70s into the Fro and the Converse shoes with no padding whatsoever. You might as well just put, like a guy working construction, just put some cardboard if the pavement's too hot. But how those guys could jump in those shoes were ridiculous.
George, how have you seen? Because you mentioned a little bit about like the generations connect and seeing you from show to show. Have you seen audiences change, and then what stays the same with how much people love connecting with you and seeing you at your work?
I think if you went to see Bruce Springsteen, even though his career is like 50 years, Born to Run and Cadillac Ranch or Jungle Road and a lot of the things have the same the presence of it feels like Bruce. So I would say the way that I write, it feels like feels like me, like being older, having sex, and you're gonna climax, and then you're so old that you say, wait, what was your name again? So I yell out the right name.
Make sure you're keeping notes on it. Do you have you seen the people who are like, hey, I remember watching you with my parents, like, and having that kind of a connection with them?
Yeah, actually, they become quite emotional. I think so. Some of the kids, some of the ones that are maybe 30, or they say, I didn't have a father. You were like my father figure, or you were my whole childhood, as if they say, or you're a legend and all that stuff. And I think, I think for being around as long as I have been and still being able to sell tickets and still doing something that I love, of course, I mean, it's an honor. And also on TikTok too, they do the opening of the show and then they try to match my voice with their thing. So I'm honored, man. I mean, I spent so much time alone as a kid, and I spent, all the time dreaming up things that I could do, never imagining that I would ever do one of them. So to be able to do this for this long and still be, they like me and they like to come and see me, I love it.
What is it? Yeah. Where does that rank as far as like being a TV dad? Like, because people do have that connection to just so many episodes. I see some of the throwbacks that you put up on your Instagram and things like that.
I think I was one of the top 20. I'm not sure now, Cosby's off the list. So, I move up one, and then, Homer Simpson's on there. That dude's a cartoon. It doesn't really matter, but there's a whole in and out of the best fathers. But, listen, I've been a better TV father to my kids, unfortunately, than I was to mine when she was growing up.
From your perspective, are you cool back with the Dodgers? I know that there was a thing back, or are you still off? Where is that relationship right now?
No. Sorry, no, man, I'm not good with the Dodgers or the Lakers. Same guy bought.
Yeah, 12 teams now.
Yeah, so I mean, listen, man. I mean, people go to the games. That's for them. When I was in '66, when I went to my first Dodger game and we came over Elysian Park, and I saw the stadium down there. almost looked like the most beautiful ring, just a circle that I'd never seen anything more breathtaking for me as a kid. And then that was the only thing we did as a family. But also, my grandfather was from Mexico and had a green card, and he worked in construction. So I think about the fact that they support something that would take away one of their biggest Dodger fans ever. He was all about the Dodgers, and the idea that he would be targeted, and that's supported by an owner who is in the detention camps for profit. And then about the Lakers in the same week, I said, I've lost 2 teams in a week, but I feel better, man. I mean, I know they're great. I know it's a great time. I know they won. I know they keep winning. But just for me, man, I have to stay where I am with my opinion.
Yeah, especially, I mean, somebody who uses their voice, it must be tough, even though you are in the entertainment business. And I'm sure that's something that you love with your community. It's got to be a tough thing for you to separate.
But then, it makes you petty, man. It makes you petty. Then you go, you see the Dodger game last night, Ohtani? I say, hey, so you pay a guy $700 million, he hit a home run? Wow. Like it's all now I'm all petty. Like, it's like the beautiful girl. Let's knock down the beautiful girl. Who said that gold stitching looked good?
Yeah.
Back in my day, those uniforms were almost light on fire, man. I remember some Dodgers would walk by as a kid and you'd touch them on the shoulder. And that shit was like Kingsford, like almost like so you don't burn your hand when you're grilling.
Well, you guys want to see George Lopez? He's going to be at the Hard Rock Live Thursday night. Get your tickets now, casino.hardrock.com, and check him on out, man. Hey, what an absolute honor, man. I appreciate you giving us some time. Our audience,
thanks for your time.
They're going to absolutely love you, and go out there Thursday night. Go check out George.
Yeah. All right, B. Thanks, brother.
Yeah, man. Take care.
That was fun, man. Till next time.